Hey everyone, welcome to a very special iteration of Dialog Choices podcast with our special guest Bird, and also we're gonna do like a watch party reaction thing, I guess, which none of us have really done necessarily.
That's I was going to say, it'd be hilarious if I was the special guest on this podcast and I just decided to not say anything for the entire 2 hours. You had to still credit me as being there, but...
As long as you show up on the thumbnail.
I don't have to.
Yeah, I show up on the thumbnail, give you that sweet SEO.
You're just here to give us those clicks.
Yeah,
special guest, internet superstar, Birdcatcher Games. 1 million views, please.
Yes, please. I'd be happy with that.
So the TGA has happened, and so we're going to go ahead and just watch that. But not all of it. It's going to be abridged because the TGAs are 5 hours long.
It says 4 hours and 49 minutes.
It's 5. Yes.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it 5 hours long.
But I figured this was. I always get this question like, "What do you think about Game X?" And I'm like, "I do blind playthroughs. I don't research games."
That's
But sure, let's watch the trailers for a bunch of the games, and that'll knock all of those out all in one go. But
let's get super hyped for games none of us are gonna play.
We don't really care about. Yeah, that's also part of it. It's a bunch of AAA stuff. But they're like, "What do you think about this thing?" Okay. I'm like, "Cool." We don't really care about the awards, especially since most of us already know the answers anyway. And it's also like
I know.
Also, the award, it's so really? Boring. Not only because it was 2020, but because it was AAA, like it always is. So it's like, wow,
then.
4 games got nominated for every award, slightly rearranged over and over again. Which one won each one? Who gets sound design and who gets best direction? I'm like, how do you even judge those things? I don't know. So I don't particularly care about the awards, but it is at this point TGA's is like another E3. So we're just going to be
think of all the awards. This is probably the most legitimate, though. So there is that.
The closest.
Look on the right side. It's not as bad as the Oscars. So
but it still is a weird alternate reality where only 4 indie games exist per year.
Yeah, how is it not worse than the Oscars?
It doesn't reflect my gaming experience even a little bit. Yeah, Oscars Best Picture can go to a movie where I was like, "What the fuck? I've never seen that movie."
Yeah.
Like
Oscars actually has like a bunch
That's fair enough. Actually.
TGA, the best game goes to a game everyone has played. Like there's some good games. The last like I agree. I kind of agree, or at least it's like top 5-ish for a lot of them. Where it's like the last few years it was like Breath of the Wild and God of War, and last year was something else, but.
It's kind of interesting because there's also like I also have to compare it to like the Tony Awards, which is like a cross between the two things we just talked about for the Oscars and TGA, where it's like the stuff that's going to win the Tony Awards is basically the musical that everyone saw, but it's a lot more entertaining than like the Oscars because they actually have people come in and like do the performances of like the pieces from the various shows, which I think that's like at least makes it a lot more watchable.
Yeah. I've never ever watched the Oscars. I just see
I've never watched them either.
I watched them once and over again.
But you want to talk about the TGA being fucking annoying? Structurally, it pisses me off. So the stream starts with a 90-minute countdown. Cooldown. Yeah, there's a 90-minute. So we've skipped a lot here. But at the beginning, it's a 90-minute countdown of them being like, yo, fucking, here's a bunch of random press videos about random games that probably bought ad time for the pre-show.
Oh,
but the countdown of 90 minutes isn't for the show starting. It's for the pre-show starting. There's a 30-minute, quote-unquote, pre-show that's after the pre-show. That goes from the pre-show that's 90 minutes to the pre-show that's 30 minutes. And the pre-show, even though it's called the pre-show, announces half the awards. And like they just get a bunch of them out of the way before the quote-unquote show starts. And then the quote-unquote show starts 2 hours into the stream. I'm like... This started 2 hours ago. You can't. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm so mad.
We're really setting this up to be a very positive podcast. The trailers will be fun, though.
Yeah, we're gonna love it.
So what you're saying is that this is an accurate video game experience.
We're just highlighting how this entire fucking show is a nightmare, and we're just here to watch the trailers because the show is too infuriating. And also, we're gonna be like, it's gonna kill a bunch of time with like people talking on a stage, and here's like. A musical performance, and we're gonna blow right past those probably, and we'll probably get this done in less than 3 hours. Stupid. Because otherwise it would take 3 hours, even though we started halfway in.
Let's do it.
And I also learned some nice hotkeys, like M is mute, spacebar is well, we already knew that, but L is the skip forward 10 seconds button. which is bigger
And
than
the
You
J.
should be able to
Closed
hook
captions.
up Discord so that every time I speak, it just automatically mutes me. Is that a helpful hotkey for you?
Oh God! All right, let's go. Let's do this. I think I'm already on a trailer actually on accident.
Is that Baldur's Gate?
Is it time for Layer 2 to finally come out?
Oh. Well, the real question is that a dragon or a wyvern? Oh no, it's a
Please.
Dragon Age.
Oh my God!
It is.
No.
It is a wyvern.
Is it a dragon
Is it
or
Dragon
a worm?
Age? What is
No,
that?
there's not.
this
No, there would not
Is
be
this Star
dragon
Fox?
flight. And no, if anything,
It wouldn't surprise me.
this would be more likely to be a Divinity game than Dragon Age.
Yeah.
No,
this
this is
Divinity.
'Cause there are multiple dragon flying Divinity games.
Yeah.
Some of them are real jank, like Divinity 2.
Yeah.
That game was
I
jank in
think
every
the second
way.
one is better. Yeah.
What is it?
Second
Century Age of Ashes.
Your name is trash. That's a trash name.
That's an awful name.
I'll forget
That is
that
very-
now. What was it?
That is very
Sign
good
up for
for
the
search
beta.
engine
I'll
optimization.
sign up
You
for
make
the
a let's
beta
play
right
of that.
now.
That
make a Let's Play of
was
that.
the next before the Ashes game, or after the Ashes, or Remnant from the Ashes, obviously.
Shut up.
What's going on here?
All right, I'm
Oh,
requesting
it's simple
access.
shit.
We'll play
Requesting
this.
access?
Yeah, dude. Just go on Steam, request access into the beta right now.
Oh, right. There's like TGA demos and shit. Hello, Jeff Keighley. How you doing? Oh,
Yeah, man.
Smash.
Oh, this is the character reveal. Yeah.
That's right. They make like hour-long videos about.
Does
character
anybody know who the
reveals in this
character
game.
is?
I know who the character
They
is.
do
I'm
like
not going to say.
Pokemon.
Well, they do like hour-long like directs, which is impressive.
Yeah.
But I'm actually shocked how much work they put into trailers for one DLC character.
I mean, people expect it, and it's super hype.
I think this is
Kazooie.
part of the advertisement.
What
I
is
thought
that?
Yeah.
I thought it might just be the original.
That's from the main story, by the way.
Oh, dilly dally shilly shally. Dilly dally shilly shally.
Hey, so buddy.
Other Final Fantasies exist,
shilly
guys.
shally.
There's like numbers and everything.
What? I thought 7 was the only Final
I
Fantasy.
guess it's fitting a second fucking 7 character comes out when the fucking franchise has been chasing its tail for the last 20 years too.
I mean, they're yeah. That's-
What a word.
We keep.
Can
we
you
keep
believe
making,
that-
We keep making other games, but here's a 7 movie, and then a 7 spin-off sequel, prequel, and then here's a 7 remake, and here's. Please love us.
They translated it pretty well into the ultimate art style.
Yeah, they know that the ultimate
think.
people, the ultimate devs do good work. Wait,
Yeah,
wait. His block was hexagons.
I saw.
I mean, yeah.
I'm surprised it took you more than a third of a second to react.
I was saying sentence.
I know. You shouldn't have.
I support
The
this
one-winged
character. I think
angel.
this is, yeah.
It looks pretty sick.
What does
This
what's one
okay.
winged angel mean? Is that like a Bible thing? Or like some sort
I
of
must
Muslim
know.
thing? Because there's a
It's
one winged
probably a
angel.
Satan
The first
thing,
boss
right?
of Hades is a one winged angel. I'm like, okay, there's once I see connections between different fictional characters. Oh my god. No, it's not. There's no.
I saw
Wow,
that
what a
screenshot
gag.
before.
What a silly gag. Did we kill Mario?
I like how you just threw him.
yeah,
Look at that.
Mario's
He just like
dead.
threw him off the sword.
Enjoy this,
It's like, oh!
Enjoy this emotion, children. Did we just stab Mario?
Let's just yeet Mario off into the fucking. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, cool. I forgot that
I
his
just
ultimate
don't care
showed the
so
Final
hard
Fantasy
about
VII
Sephiroth.
thing.
No, I don't either. You know what makes me more happy is that Sakurai went, oh, people don't like sword characters. I'm gonna give him an extra long sword character.
Super sword.
I know. I was gonna say yet another
All
sword
of the
character.
swords.
Hi, Andrew. That must
But
make
look
you
how
happy.
long that sword is. It infuriates me. It's like, of all the people, you pick
like
the guy
how-
with the dumb long sword.
I like how he got his ass kicked in his own trailer.
You
Did
can't
he?
show Sephiroth winning
Well, he
in this
got like,
trailer. That
did
he
was
he
got like
not?
super omni slashed.
Yeah, and
Oh,
now
that-
it's time
oh,
for
that looks
God.
jank.
Ooh, that looks awesome.
That looked jank.
That was not
Really?
one winged.
Yeah, oh,
I thought it looked cool.
A 2D image with motion warp, like it's a Duralius and Associates animation.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, the trailer looked kind of weird, but what I'm saying is like that model probably looks pretty sick in game.
Wow, who's gonna win award of best performance? It's
Wait.
it's Laura
Wait.
Bailey,
Hey, it's AOC.
the voice actor of Jaden Proudmore, and also other things.
Oh.
Blah blah
Many
blah.
other things.
I'm very emotional in that all my work has culminated in this moment. Anyway, I'm gonna get skipped.
Hasn't she won before? She must have won before.
What's this?
I'm sure.
She's probably won before. Well, there's not that many TGAs.
What's this?
It's been like 5. Hasn't there only been like 5?
She wins out of
It's new.
It's the ISS.
She wins having a career.
Civilization game. I'm gonna guess Civ.
She wins being Laura Bailey.
Scanner Somber 2. Scanner Somber in space.
I'm gonna say it's another war shooter.
Yeah.
It's Call of Duty. If they're doing this camera.
Oh, they said corporations. It can't be Cyberpunk, right? It's already out. Was it out yet?
Is it out, or is it in beta?
This is not Cyberpunk. Don't worry.
Cyberpunk came out last year, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, this isn't where Cyberpunk was set.
No, not the Middle East.
Is that Dubai Tower? No, it's too small.
No, that's not no.
This is set in the future.
How dare you, Keith?
It was bulgy.
Hey, hexagons.
Uh-oh.
I like it when my ceiling looks like disease. This is a shitty trailer.
Wow, damn, Keith.
Brutal. We don't even know the game.
It's boring.
What if this is the sequel to that one game where you play as a cat
shit, it's
walking
Perfect
around?
Dark.
It is, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a
PD.
Datadyne
It's a
Institute
Datadyne.
symbol.
You're right.
What the fuck?
Oh.
You just shat on Perfect Dark.
It's a
How
shitty
fucking
trailer.
dare
This
you?
is a shitty Perfect Dark trailer.
The answers you were looking for.
I
Joanna,
didn't know they were making a Perfect Dark game.
what accent she's gonna have this time?
Australia.
Oh, there might be.
Wait,
back
were
to
there more
OG.
Perfect Dark games?
Perfect Dark Zero on the Xbox 360 was a launch title.
Oh, I didn't know
one
that was
liked
a thing.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't remember
Rightfully
it very
so.
well because it was half my life ago. But
It was also
I think
garbage.
Didn't they change her accent for no reason? And it's like, wait, what
They
happened?
changed her accent. They made her younger.
Just like, well, it's a prequel. But like,
Well, but I mean,
she
like, they made her,
mysteriously
like-
was like sounded like she was from a different
Hang
country.
on. So this is going to be. I'm so far behind on anything console related, right? Especially because you can't even buy consoles these days. Hold on, I don't want to go
Why
into the
did
next
they
trailer
just put a
yet.
noose on Quebec?
I want to talk about Perfect Dark real quick.
All right.
I was going to say, so wait, is this going to be a launch title for the Xbox? Is this like
Xbox is
another?
already
The
out.
Xbox, yeah.
It's already out. When did it come out? That was my next question.
It came out the day before PS5. I didn't notice either.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
so
both
far
consoles
behind.
are already
on-
out.
I was
They
like,
had to
it's
be
out.
I'm
done
so
before
far behind on
Christmas.
consoles. Okay, well,
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 being out doesn't count, right? That's a paper release.
Everything is a paper,
It's out
release.
for like a couple of YouTubers
Yeah.
that'll make Dark Demon
Well, I
Souls
mean,
content.
it's also completely out. Like, people own it. It's just some people own more than they need.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
But
mean,
it's not as if the consoles are like
more than they need.
Well, you know
Well,
what I
you
mean. It's
only
like
need
scalpers
one.
obviously bought a bunch of them, but it's not as
yeah.
if they don't actually exist.
Yeah.
They were definitely out in the wild. It's ready to go.
yeah.
It's go time.
yeah.
No, there was like
I wonder which one
there
I'm
was
going to
like
get
no
first.
bot
Is
protection.
yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get a PS5 3080 or I don't even remember the Radeon
You can't
cards
get
anymore.
any of
They
them.
exist.
Literally
you can't
nothing.
get any of them.
Yeah. You can't
I'm gonna
get
wait
Thanks,
because
COVID.
like I
This is
bet
like
you
outrage.
I bet you in 6 months they're gonna have a PS4 or PS5 Pro, and
Yeah, probably.
and that's probably gonna be
No,
smaller.
there's
and
no
not
way.
and not it's not gonna look like a shitty ass part of an airplane fell off and landed on my TV stand. So
I want to
There's
be
no way
So
I
he's
wanna be
already
happy.
working on a PS5 Pro, and it's going to come with 2 GPUs. There's no reason to get a PS5 right now. The PS5 Pro is going to be staggeringly better.
I want a
There's
PS5
no way
Pro and
they're
a
gonna
PS4
release it so
Pro
early,
case. Sure they will.
I want to be.
Why
I
not?
want to be happy. Perfect Dark's coming back, but I feel like I'm just being set up for pain.
Did you see the background? It was like Egypt pyramids with red storm clouds, probably aliens. It's gonna be like
in the
It
buildings
needs.
and
It needs to
whatnot.
be.
But
It needs to be completely campy and stupid and full of silly nonsense, like a floating
That was
robot
not
with
what the
like a
trailer
like a
was.
floating robot with wings that has
Dude.
eyes, and then and like it has to have the old mission structure of GoldenEye, and it has to have co-op in the campaign where player 2 is a
And-
mysterious blonde woman that's never mentioned.
and it has to have Elvis. If the game
Yeah.
doesn't have
You're
Elvis,
asking
why
them-
did you
And
even
Yeah,
fucking
it has,
bother?
to be, it has to have like a generic ass gray alien that wears American flag
Yeah.
shoes and talks in a silly voice.
They need that.
Joanna, what is
They
going
also
on here?
If they try to
They
play
need
it
to bring
serious,
back,
I'll be furious.
It is
They need to
serious.
bring
Yeah,
back
it's
They're
No One
gonna
Lives
make it
Forever.
serious. Yeah.
yeah.
They need to bring back No One Lives Forever too. That would be awesome. And then Time Splitters, like They just need to bring all that back and make it good again.
That's the thing. Is like I'm like,
no one...
wow. Can you imagine Time Splitters coming back, but it's like like blue and orange.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like campy isn't like campy is seen as childish, and childish is seen as not like.
Like, I guess it on the Switch.
Mainstream.
I can't stress enough that Perfect Dark is owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft has a horrible track record of like, well, all the people who made the series originally are gone, but I want to keep it going, so let's just prop this corpse up, and like fucking Gears of War and Halo happen, and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
they do not put in the right hands. Also, they bought In Exile, and despite having owned In Exile for like last year, Wasteland 3 came out like that, so.
Who does Cliffy B work for now? He's not with Microsoft?
He tried to make his own studio with its own thing, and that failed bad. So I don't know. He might have retired.
Maybe.
He's in disgrace.
Yeah, he's I guess he's left. I think. Oh, he's involved with theater production. Co-founded Hades Town. He's making a revival for some play.
He made some really.
He's putting together a memoir. Thing. That's so weird. I can't believe that Cliffy B is retired.
I want to say his company... No, not Paladins. Something else that has a similarly forgettable name. Paragons.
Boss Key Productions, apparently, is what he founded.
It's so hard to remember the names of games these days because they have so little identity in name. Like that Dragon game. What was it called? Pop quiz. What was the Dragon game called?
Century.
What's the rest of the names?
Yes.
I don't know.
Cliffy B holds a pretty special place in my heart because he worked for...
I think it was Century.
He worked for Epic Mega Games back when they were called Epic Mega Games, and he made Jazz Jackrabbit, which is my favorite game from when I was a kid. That was him. And then he also made... I think he worked on Unreal, but I don't think he made Unreal. I think he worked on Unreal Tournament. And then, funnily enough... Here's something cool. Cliffy B worked with Arjan Bruce, who went on... So they made Jazz Jackrabbit together back in like 1992. Arjan went on to make Ori and the Blind Forest.
Nice.
Isn't that crazy? That's such a weird connection there, that like Jazz Jackrabbit ended up leading to Ori, because I think they had like 3 people that worked on Jazz Jackrabbit on that game.
Busy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good news about Perfect Dark. It's made by a company that's never made a game before.
Wait, that's how GoldenEye works.
And it's a reboot of the franchise.
Oof.
That's how GoldenEye works.
So
they're going to make it serious.
That means they don't want
to.
They don't want to remember old campy silly things.
Yeah, so it's going to be a dark, gritty.
I can't wait for the dark, gritty reboot of Viva Pinata.
It's like they already did it. It was Viva Pinata too.
At some point, they realized that rare IPs are valuable and beloved. We should remake them, but also strip them of the reasons why that.
They should make a serious reboot of Katamari Damacy.
I love the idea that
grim, dark, black and white Banjo-Kazooie.
I love the idea that Microsoft
Katamari Damacy.
Microsoft bought them. Like they bought Rare. With
Katamari
this
Damashi's are already post-apocalyptic. It's called when the credits roll.
Yeah, that's very true.
You
Can you imagine you're playing Katamari Damacy and it starts with you rolling the Statue of Liberty's head from like Escape from New York, and you use that to like build up everything.
Imagine the fucking slow rock, butt rock, generic ass cover they'll do. They always do. That's like the slowed down, grim trailer music, but it's like na 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 na.
Katamari Damacy.
I want like more violence.
Like it pauses for like 30 seconds. I hate trailers. I hate trailers. Jesus Christ.
Well,
God,
here for
them.
What if it would like it started out really slow like that, and then when it gets to actual gameplay, it's like the Doom soundtrack, but na na na. So it's like no. What I hate is it's just like him like
you just
quickly rolling the ball. Well, like imagine it's like the Agretzko.
It's that one song I know, but it's slow and somber.
But it's like imagine it's like the Agretzko like the crits code jarringness where it goes from like, oh, okay, and then like, oh, you're like, oh my god, he's like just rolling, and it's just like blood everywhere, and people are screaming, and he's like constantly rolling the ball. You just have like the god in the background like looming over the earth. Like,
on my system.
Let's check out this video game adaptation of Guillermo del Toro's vampire parasite thing.
It's got take it back a second or two so we can see it from the beginning.
It's like it was just like a couple seconds of this.
Yeah.
I need to know.
It's map graphics. It
takes place in the Snowland.
Brave making a video about a world-spreading contagion.
Very topical.
Yeah. Oh, it is the Guillermo del Toro's vampire show.
Oh, I saw. Well, yeah, there's
the one with infuriating child. It is.
That was neat. I like
that. Oh wait, it's a zombie game.
Wait, is this?
Of course it is.
Island 3.
Is this I Am Legend?
Is this Left 4 Dead 3?
They look a little bit. Yeah, they look a little bit like.
This is Left 4 Dead 3. You got 4 quirky characters. One of them's a girl. They're shooting cannon fodder zombies together.
Oh my god, is this Left 4 Dead 3? Wait, is that what's his face from Ghostbusters?
Look how killable they are. It's totally Left 4 Dead. These are shit zombies.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
This is Valve's art style.
Yeah.
This is Valve's art style. That's the sniper from TF2. He's fat.
That has to be Dan Patrick or whatever his name is. What is his name?
There's no way this is a Valve game, though.
Special Infected.
Yeah, this is Left 4 Dead style.
Dan Aykroyd, that's the guy.
Spitter here.
That's Dan Aykroyd. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yes.
It looks exactly like him. Yeah.
Then the other guy also reminds me of a.
He's gonna sell Skull vodka mid-game. Yeah, we have crowd control, special infected. We have to rescue the person. Oh, there's a tank.
Oh god, there's a
tank.
Oh god.
Oh, it's Spitty Tank.
Ew.
It's a boomer.
Okay.
Okay, boomer.
Hey.
Yep.
Did Valve count to 3?
This is not Valve. It can't be.
Did they license it out? They might have just sold
it'd be so funny.
Maybe they just licensed it like Nintendo.
Someone might have just copied it.
It's
this much though? Jesus Christ!
Because it looks like Valve, but it doesn't quite look like Valve.
Check
right?
What this is?
Check out our new Green Armored series with Chief Master.
What if this is Nazi zombie army but without the Nazis? Oh!
What is it?
They didn't count to 3.
Yep.
That's illegal.
Hey, there's a new Left 4 Dead game coming out, guys.
Wait, that's a Valve game?
No,
it wasn't.
Blood.
It must.
It wasn't.
Is it Turtle Rock? The people that made Left 4 Dead? It probably is just Turtle Rock. They probably just fucking made another Left 4 Dead, but couldn't name it that.
Yeah, it is Turtle Rock. Yeah, that is. It is Turtle Rock.
This.
Okay, fair enough.
Is this another? This is just the game. Okay.
Wow, they literally just made Left 4 Dead. Wow.
That's okay. I'll play this. This is awesome.
This is so on the nose.
Yeah.
I guess if you can't wait for Valve to make a third, just make it yourself.
This is like that time that From Software wanted to make another Souls game, but they didn't want it to be fucking PS4 PlayStation exclusive, so they called it Dark Souls instead of Demon Souls. Like, haha, you don't own Dark Souls. Legally distinct but identical to Demon Souls.
Wow, that boomer just popped out of nowhere.
I know, right?
This looks good. I like the art style.
It's Left 4 Dead.
It's slick.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not overly.
It's weird because I don't.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
I don't really
giant
feel.
Zombies are sort of scary.
I don't feel anything because it is so much. It is basically just Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's
like,
just modern graphics.
Yeah, it's just Left 4 Dead again. It's not doing anything interesting. It's nothing.
I like that it's silly.
I don't know. The big zombies they're like Left 4 Dead doesn't have that.
Yeah, but it's the same concept. Like it's 4 of you working together. Yeah. Oh, it's even got like glowing areas to shoot them at.
I think it's
look at that.
I think it's like a scripted ticking clock mechanic where you got to keep ahead of the big dude.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
is those bullets like whoa?
Oh, strobe light. Don't do that.
Was that a Wilhelm scream? That was a Wilhelm scream.
No, that wasn't Wilhelm. Thank God.
Okay.
That was my buddy Wilhelm.
Trust me.
I would have got. He would have got residuals.
There it is.
The infection grows
Thank
more
you, Andrew.
arms.
Crap.
Also, apparently, well, I guess it's Back 4 Blood, not Left 4 Dead. But apparently, the disease is worms.
It's right around the corner as well.
They even added the 4 in
sign
the
up for
title.
the closed
Oh.
alpha.
Nah.
Yeah, that's Left 4 Dead's
I'm
back.
gonna skip an alpha.
People don't need to
Thanks.
Yeah, no.
game.
Man,
Th-
those
there's-
guys,
there's
that
already
guy's
enough
head
games
and
that are
shoes
out
are on
now.
fire.
that
Yeah.
are in beta testing and say they are out.
I already hate this. It's clearly a 4-player looter shooter. I'm immediately out.
A looter shooter, yeah, I can see that.
I can immediately tell it's a looter shooter.
Because it's got spunk and it's got
Also, the
sass and it's
you
got.
can see the animations are
Fortnite.
like made for online. There's sort of weird sort of thing.
They're just so identical that I can tell them visually now without even seeing any mechanical like loot show up. Oh, I saw him drop something, I think, or it was like an effect.
It looked like it, yeah.
I mean, it's either a looter shooter or it's a
Oh,
or a
scavengers.
battle
That
royale
sounds
variant.
looty.
That is very looty.
I actually never got answers.
You didn't ask any questions.
This is Dark Souls again?
No, that's a
Is
stealth
this
mechanic.
the past or the future? I can't tell.
It's got stealth mechanics, but doesn't look like Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
That guy's got a hood though. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
not Assassin's Creed.
I don't
No,
know.
that's fully rendered.
Thief?
Though. That's not
Multiplayer
in-game.
heist.
Multiplayer heist, definitely not Assassin's Creed.
Maybe Thief, maybe.
A co-op infiltration game could be neat.
Is it made by Ubisoft?
Seems like an
looks so
unnecessary use of a
Ubisoft.
bow at that range.
Oh, this is like the new Assassin's Creed. Look at the health bars. You can tell you're gonna be whacking at enemies
Do you
for
think
hours.
this is a multiplayer Assassin's Creed?
It's probably
It has that stink of like I have RPG mechanics and bullet sponge enemies when I see those health bars.
yeah.
Whenever gameplay pops up, I'm like,
Legends? Hood? Oh, we're wrong.
Oh, it's gonna be
Outlaws and
MMO.
Legends. It's, yeah, well, it wasn't Assassin's Creed because it's Focus Interactive. That means it's solidly double A. This is some kind of interstitial.
Well,
I
if
know,
it's not
I already know.
multiplayer.
Oh,
like,
it's an
massively-
award. I forgot there was an award
Oh.
show.
It's an award show. Yeah.
Cars.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Forza
the
Horizon
Cyberpunk
4.
car and Forza.
I already don't care.
Good.
Wow, DLC for a
Alright.
car game. It's car. This is another award.
Fortnite gets all the awards.
Best shooty boy. Oh, Hello
look,
Games.
my
Hey,
chair.
look!
Hello Games won
Look
a
who
thing.
it is.
It's Andrew.
It's probably for
Looks like
patches.
you.
Does it?
Probably a
Yeah,
patches
I-
award. You updated
I
your
think he
game.
looks very much like you. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, that's Andrew. Where does he work?
UK.
The Hello Games guy?
No, company.
Oh, this
yeah.
is the start of Dark
Oh,
Souls.
he wore Hello Games.
No, it's
Yeah,
a
Hello Games,
grim
yeah.
reboot of Dead Space. That health on the screen. on his neck.
A grim reboot of Death Space, right?
That's
the first wasn't. It's
it wasn't
a jolly
grim
romp.
enough. No, yeah.
Well, it was kind of campy, guys. Let's be real.
But it needs to be, otherwise, horror needs to be campy. Otherwise, you just don't take it seriously.
Camp is childish.
Camp is good.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm so
Basically.
confused and I'm so agitated at these sound effects.
It's because that guy's freaking out.
He's not freaking
Uh-oh.
out yet.
The robots is going cray-cray.
That's gonna look
Oh, is
good.
Is this XCOM?
No. This looks like a Dead Space.
It doesn't look good. It's like the thing. No, it's like that fly. The fly.
Alien.
Doesn't it look like the fly with?
Is that got,
It looks like a shot-for-shot remake of an Alien scene.
A little bit, yeah.
Videos run choppy as shit for me.
maybe it is like the thing.
This is Black Irons to transport ship K-On. You are cleared for landing.
Maybe it's a hidden role multiplayer game.
Among Us 2.
We got very little out of that. All right. Rough when you can't even tell the genre.
All
Right? Besides
Yeah.
horror,
Callisto Protocol.
And it's 2022. We're not going to
may
know
be
for
horror.
a long time.
it might be a single-player horror game, or it might be a multiplayer hidden role game. It's hard to say.
Yeah. Even when it looks horror, sometimes it isn't. Because remember Dead Island and the trailer for Dead Island?
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
survival horror game.
Oh, this is
we
Left
got
4
another
Dead.
4-player co-op Left 4 Dead style game.
This is Warhammer,
Killing Floor?
though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so it's the
This-
Vermintide people probably.
yeah.
This looks like Killing Floor to me.
Look how big boy he is.
But
One of you gets to be a
maybe
big
not.
boy. Just like in Left 4 Dead, where one of them was a big boy this time. I mean, Back 4 Blood. They both have the same idea, but except you play as them. Yeah, so it's like non-rat Vermintide.
Yeah, basically.
I have no desire to play this.
Vermintide, I played the first one.
Oh, there was a Vermintide.
I mean,
I can get Vermintide to work, right? Like, we played it, and I would try to record it, and it just, like, wouldn't capture at all.
Yeah.
Dark
It's
Tide.
the yeah.
It's still called Tide. All right.
They need to stick to their guns, otherwise people don't know what's
Best
going on.
action game.
Stick to their
Why is
guns
this
because
dude-
it's guns.
Oh,
I
he's
hate people-
just saying the answer to each fucking award right here. Not even like no fanfare. Just fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Annapurna.
best video game,
All right.
Alex.
This looks promising.
Fulbright.
Annapurna,
Indy.
Fulbright. Those are usually good
My name
names.
is Tess Divine,
Yeah.
and the world is passing me by. I guess as I get a little older, I'm starting to feel how things change.
Got colors.
They decline.
I love this
go
setting.
away.
This is lovely.
Yeah, you're
That's
telling
how
me
was
about
with
it.
my Grandma. I loved her so much.
Proteus 2.
I thought I knew her better than anyone. But looking through her old things, we found
Interesting.
Oh, why are your hands like that?
Yeah.
It wasn't my grandfather.
This is Celeste all over again,
Burglary
Keith.
ring.
The pixels don't match.
Oh,
Some sort of lost
the 3D
fortune.
stuff looks pretty good. Oh, I'm
Can't
not
ask her
sold
about these
now.
things anymore, so
Yeah,
Yikes.
the 3D stuff is
Ooh.
good. I mean, this is not bad. It's just a different style.
my mom.
What do
I
you
just
mean?
don't
It's-
like the
it's-
contrast of the 3D and the 2D. It looks really
it's
gross together.
seamless. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just like that transition from live action to 3D in Resident Evil 7. No one people debate whether it even happened at all. That was a choice. Okay.
It looks like a point and click, but it's probably not. It's probably going to be.
Because nobody makes those. Nobody's
Oh,
made a
walking
point and click in a million
simulator.
years.
Maybe you just sit in a
Probably
car
gonna
and
be a
talk,
while.
and maybe it's just branching dialogue in a car,
That's the best.
Probably.
like that Tom
I hope
Hardy
that
movie.
Seems.
That's
called a visual
I hope it
novel.
is.
I could see somebody making a decent game out of that. It's kind of neat. Ow! Ow!
Just kidding.
Ow,
Just-
ow.
just kidding, I don't
Oh, it
care.
hurts.
Wait, that was.
It's best shooter award. Okay.
Yeah,
This
these are
isn't-
just
this
best
is
shooters.
no
I see, I
reveal.
It's got to be Doom, right? Oh, Disco Elysium. Was that
Disco Elysium?
Yeah, this
trailer?
is Disco Elysium. Yeah,
Disco
this
Elysium.
is the this is the definitive edition or whatever. Final cut. there we go.
Right.
Now it's
Someone
100%
mentioned this.
voiced.
I'm not too sold on the 100% voiced.
So I just turned voices off, I guess.
That's true. I never managed to do that.
What I want to see is all the new cutscenes, because they keep putting out trailers that have animations that were never in the game, and I'm like, can I see those now?
How many people made this game? It was tiny, right?
Yeah, it was a small
This
team.
is such a fantastic game.
To reality.
I started playing it, and I should really pick it up again because you're right.
should.
It's super good.
Just
Serious
make sure you
game of
don't
the
die
year candidate.
when you sit down or when you turn the light on or something. Because you die in the game.
You say full. It says full voice acting for the characters. I wonder if it full voice acts your voices in your head.
I hope so, because those are really good.
Because for me, like, I love the game, and there's clearly a huge divergence in how you can play it, and I wanted to do that, but also the game has so much exposition, I wasn't looking forward to reading it all aloud again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
voice acting would be handy for a second playthrough where I play horrible, nightmare, fascist, racist.
Yeah,
asshole
I would
guy.
actually record it if it was fully voice acted.
Oh wow. Well, you got time to wait.
It's free!
Oh,
as it
wow.
should.
That's
nice.
As it should.
nice.
It's not even
That's
a
nice.
DLC or like a second release or like a discounted
What a-
second release.
Wow, is that what good
There's
game
an art
companies
book.
look like? Oh no. Wait.
Yeah.
Guys, release
No.
a high-resolution, full-scale version of the Thought Cabinet. You fucks. They
Yes,
finally
that's-
put out
that was
a
a really
wallpaper. They finally put out a wallpaper of the Thought Cabinet, and it was fucking desktop window shaped, so the top and bottom are cut off. I'm like, no, fucking give
dang
us
it.
a high-res version of the,
The whole thing, yeah.
You bastards.
Ah.
We need to go to Poland. Where are they from?
BioWare.
Latvia?
So it's Dragon Age
Well-
4.
Well, it could be the other one that they also announced, because I know that they announced it too.
Monster Hunter.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know what the announcements?
Dragon Age Monster Hunter.
This is Dragon Age 4, but most likely, yeah.
No ancient prophecy.
Because they announced 2 games.
The kind of person they'll
No, this is Dragon Age because that's
Is this Cyberpunk?
the dwarf from Dragon Age
No.
2. I can hear him.
got your back.
Yeah, I think there's a
Cyberpunk
character
glitched the
from...
graphics so hard that it goes back into a fantasy setting.
Because that dwarf character is their like connecting tissue to every game now.
I really like that the like heavy fantasy art style that they did back there.
Solus.
Yeah, this guy.
Dragon Age 4.
Everybody was freaking out.
Okay, please don't blow it, because now you're using characters I care about. I didn't care about
good
anybody.
thing we just called it Dragon Age, not
Be
Dragon
very
Age 4,
afraid.
not Dragon Age.
Oh, that's
2.
infuriating.
Be very afraid.
I mean, technically, none of them were called Dragon Age yet. There's Dragon Age Origins. They've always had subtitles. But I'm gonna be very mad because at least in Andromeda I didn't care about a single character because they were all new. So if they ruined them, at least there. But yeah, I don't have any faith in BioWare.
So if
they released 2 trash games in a row.
Do you mind pausing right now? Because like there were rumors a while back that I say a while back, 2 years ago I think, that the then in development Dragon Age 4 was scrapped for a rethink of the project, and that coincided with the last creator or last like big name in the studio,
Casey Hudson or somebody.
I think so, yeah.
I keep hearing that the original creators of BioWare keep joining and leaving every 6 months, and it's very confusing.
Every year there's
Casey Hudson just left this week, I think. Again.
Yeah, Gator has left like for years and years. He hasn't been there like in 10 years.
One of the ways they advertise that the next game's going to be good this time is because they're like, we got this guy back from the OG dev thing. But like they say that every game, and then I hear that one of the main people left like every 6 months too.
So the thing is, like back, I think it was 2 years back, there were rumors that they basically scrapped the project to restart. And what they were doing is that before they were making a game that was supposed to not be as long as the Dragon Age game used to be, but it would be more replayable because the choices would matter more. And basically EA came in and said, no, we need more microtransactions. This is a rumor, obviously. So if they're going back to their original, like proper role-playing style, it's the third iteration of Dragon Age 4, because they would have the microtransaction one that has been in development. So, yeah, I hope that they are scrapping the second one, because honestly, EA should know better. They know.
Dragon Age 3 was already going in a bad direction.
The thing that's confusing to me is like if it works, they're going to keep doing it. So like I don't know why people.
The franchise is already in trouble because even before the huge downfall of the studio, Dragon Age 3 had a terrible story. It just had a really nice cast. I liked all the party members, and I wanted to experience their storylines, and a lot of them had really cool payoffs, and I'm attached to those characters. But
it's like the opposite of the first one.
And on top of having a shit story, it also was already the precursor to Mass Effect Andromeda's like massively time-wasty MMORPG style world design, where you just wander around and do nodes on a map and waste and then the game's just way too long with not enough justification for how long it is. And because it was so long, they didn't have correct BioWare cutscenes. The way that like in a Mass Effect game, you talk to somebody and it does like the shot, reverse shot, camera angles, and they'll do like little animation flourishes to like try to spice up the dialogue here and there.
They didn't do that in the third one?
In Dragon Age Inquisition, they did it only for the most important cutscenes in the game. Otherwise, it stayed at the normal camera angle of being like 50 feet away and looking down at your party, like combat, and it would just just play dialogue at each other. That's how, and that's like, hey,
that is such a step backwards.
Maybe if your AAA RPG can't fully do real cutscenes for all this content, maybe that content is shitty filler you shouldn't be keeping in the game.
Yeah,
if it's already deprioritized from your perspective, it's
that is such a tremendous step backwards, because like every RPG needs to have that sort of camera style. Well, maybe not necessarily that, but like if you go for
first person 3D one, yeah, like I want to see my characters up close. You can empathize better with faces that you see properly.
Even if they're not moving, it's so much better to see the person you're talking to.
Yeah,
like
it's so much harder to empathize with your characters in like Wasteland Game or Divinity, where they're like tiny stick people down there.
Sometimes they just need to zoom in a little bit. They don't need to go full Mass Effect. They just need to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah,
but like see the faces and the models and all that.
Yep. Well, it looks like it takes place immediately after Inquisition. So.
It's Solus, so it's your party member from that game, which is probably the antagonist this time.
Yeah.
Let's hope that they are going back to the old ways.
No.
Alien playing guitar, with a guitar. What?
It's Star Wars.
I went to guns fast. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh. Almost every game has been basically guns.
Is this Splatoon 4?
penguin plague doctor in space. Is that... Does he know May? Wait, whoa. Another Left 4 Dead game?
Well, this one's probably a dual stick shooter, right?
Yeah, they're low detail enough that it might be a top-down game. Kind of fun art.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's too much shoulder.
So you can't lift your arm. That's why you have that shoulder pad.
Is it a roguelike?
No, yeah,
there's there's gameplay. Yeah, it's top-down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the art style at least.
These can be fun for like, we need a game to play.
Yeah.
Like, we need to quickly throw everyone into Endless Dungeon.
Endless Dungeon is not a good name. That instills a lot of.
Well, it's part of the Endless series, right?
Yeah, there was an Endless Dungeon already.
That's like endless space and everything, right?
There was an Endless Dungeon already.
I think there was an Endless Dungeon.
Yeah, it was roguelike.
Maybe this is a remake.
I don't know if this is going to be rogue. Yeah, the other one was very focused on strategy.
Yeah, Endless Dungeon was okay.
I liked it, but it was very much one of those games that you're like.
Is Crimson Desert a sequel to Black Desert Online? Looks like a Mammalperger.
There's a lot of forest.
Yeah, that's too much world. It might be a RTS.
Yeah, what is this?
It's the new City Skylines.
That would be really.
This
would be really.
Crusader Kings 4. Cool.
This would be really.
Really? No way. Crusader Kings 3 just came out. What are you talking about?
This would be really boring topography to navigate on foot. So it's probably an RTS.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's definitely an RTS.
Yeah.
Age of Empires. Wow, if they release Age of Empires, it could be crap. People would just be all over that.
That'd be impressive. That's a lot of detail for Age of Empires.
Yeah, it is. It's an RPG.
Oh, there's a giant orc?
An orc just suddenly walked in, like, it changes the context of everything.
The shadows are amazing. All the lighting is incredible.
It's a little too HD bloomy for my taste.
Yeah.
It's the contrast that they go with.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
It reminds me a lot of Gothic, but obviously it isn't, because we know they can't make this. But like this Gothic... Yeah, it would look a little bit like Gothic because of the desert.
This is a lot of up-close camera. Is it not an RTS?
I guess not, no.
But that world looks like so it's probably... bad.
Whoa.
I mean, to play, not to look at.
I thought it looked good. It looked good.
No, I mean, like, it was just a big green rolling hills.
Oh, yeah, that's
forever.
right.
Well, I'm like, it looks like it's a...
I'm like, I don't want to walk in that.
Yeah, this is.
It looks like it's more of a story on rails type deal.
Yeah,
it's a half orc. Maybe
is this? I really can't figure it out.
Oh yeah, this might be D&D.
Oh, that hair went through him. I think it might be like, I think this might be D&D or Pathfinder or something. So that was a half orc, and you don't see them much.
Oh, there's no way it's Pathfinder. With these graphics,
right. It must be Skyrim 1.
I don't mean a sequel to the Pathfinder game. I mean the license.
Oh yeah,
it's probably.
Oh, it's a hack and slash. So it's not an RTS. I'm worried about that open world then.
Yeah, everybody loves
so big. How can that be fun?
Oh, God.
Well, we had Kingdom Come that basically had the same similar bigness.
Kingdom Come wasn't actually that big. Oh, that was some glitchy.
That's true.
That was some glitchy footage to get into the trailer.
Well,
they
this
probably
is
had like 3 days to put it together.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what happened? Wait.
That was not physics.
Hang on a minute. I need to. Let's see the body again. Why is that in the trailer?
Because Keith, it's not done. This is still like alpha footage. Give it some time.
Yeah, but
this looks like
can do
Gothic.
a few more takes. I'm sure it doesn't glitch. It doesn't
glitch.
glitch.
Had like 3 days
People are
to put
busy
this
trying
together.
to work on a game and they don't want to take their time to make a good, stupid fucking trailer.
Surely it doesn't glitch every time. Just use the kill that happened 3 seconds later.
No, it probably happens constantly.
It will glitch if it's Gothic.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, this game.
All of it is glitching.
This game's struggling. Yeah, it could. Oh, another guy like, caught him, but like it glitched out so bad. Oh, it could be. This could be fun though. The combat.
Unfortunately, they're really focusing on the fighting. It's like this game.
Look
is
at that
very
slide. What is that?
That was like a side dash thing. This could be fun actually. Maybe the world is less. Maybe the world is less boring than it looks, but it just looked like a fucking sea of same terrain.
Well, now that you're getting into
looks like
the actual settings, it doesn't look
rails.
too bad.
It's the Dragon's Dogma pre-alpha.
Oh, Dragon. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, it's glitching out because there's actually a lot of mechanics. Like there's Breath of the Wild traversal going on and grappling hooks and stuff.
Yeah.
That looked like it was going
weird.
too fast.
Yeah, that was going too fast.
They sped up the footage or something.
Maybe the person making the trailer is just bad.
Yeah, it could also be that it's just a different
this
company.
is all in engine, right? So they could just be
but
bad
like
at
they
the
also
game.
don't get the idea of like editing for like showing the good clips even. It's like when you
Maybe
see
you
a
don't have too
super
many
indie
clips.
game that looks terrible on Steam and you watch its trailer and you're like, oh, they thought this was the best
Yeah, like Berhalter's.
way to represent their game. Berhalter's has the
mean-
best trailer ever made on Steam.
I love
What if the
Berhalter's
only footage
trailer.
they had available was from QA saying like, look at all these bugs?
Berhalter's is like, what if Gold Vision made a game? Like that fucking trailer.
Oh no, hexagons! No, it's not. Almost.
No, they're just squares.
No, those are just cubes. I kind of turned around on this game. It looks neat. I hope it gets finished and it doesn't come out like this, like some games
But
have.
what game is it?
It's Chinese.
It's-
No, Korean?
That's Korean, I think.
Crimson
Crimson
Desert.
Crimson Desert.
Crimson
Oh yeah, you
Desert.
said it from the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that it was there.
Jeff Keighley just had a bunch of Crimson Desert text behind his back.
Good. 2 words that I will probably forget very quickly.
World of
Get
Abyss.
all the
What if that
latest
is-
news.
What if that is the developer of Black Desert?
I can check out.
Like this is a sequel to Black Desert
Cooker.
Online or something?
Maybe. Or like like the way that like Eve has a
What-
shooter
what-
spin-off.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Did it say best narrative Final Fantasy VII?
That seems illegal.
That's yeah. Wait,
I'm
it's just
not-
it's
I don't have
just
the
the
patience to
same
find it.
game. It's the same
Look at
game
me.
again.
I won best narrative because I have all the books, such as the comic Wanted. Borg.
Oh
Alright.
damn!
So the studio
Borg?
behind Crimson
Finally,
Desert.
Desert
a real
cameo.
gamer on this show.
That's true. The game
Wait,
is from
oh,
Pearl
wait.
Abyss.
Is this overcooked but with Swedish?
It's gonna be an overcooked
Oh
Swedish
my
chef.
god, that's great.
Swedish Chef
I-
DLC for Overcooked
Now
is
this
beautiful.
is gaming.
This is
that's
real
Oh my
confirmed.
gaming.
god!
At long
Again,
last.
finally, a real
That's
gamer
confirmed,
is on
by
the
the way.
show for once.
But Black Desert Online is the same as Crimson Desert.
Oh, now we're
Dr.
back to fake
Lupo all of a
gamers.
This
sudden.
isn't a video game at all. Some kind of streamer event thing, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
Why
a
is
hell
that-
of a
wait,
green.
I'm sorry,
She's
yeah,
got a
why-
hell of a green screen. It's totally.
Why is your background like that?
It's
Why
definitely-
would
It's
you
a
even?
Zoom thing.
My favorite
It's
thing
a
about
Yeah,
a
but that
blue
doesn't-
screen is how it works.
But shouldn't a background make?
Bowser's
shouldn't a
Fury
background make
deal.
sense?
There's a Dolk. We can replay this whole game because of one Dolk now.
No,
Hooray.
I'm not
Good,
doing it
man.
again.
No, it was
No.
beautiful. We almost didn't survive as a friendship.
We almost didn't survive as friendship.
Yeah.
Well put.
Oh,
game-
I hope it has online so we can experience pure Nintendo netcode as a 4-player co-op
Fucking
game.
game.
Give it to me. Put it in my
You
veins.
will die.
Super Mario 3D World's legitimately one of my favorite platformers. It's so fucking fun.
It was such ass to beat though.
Warframe is still going. Good for
I'm
them.
vetoing caring about this.
Wait, you don't want to see a
this is
trailer for
a-
another
Check out
Warframe?
It's the next part of Looter Shooter. It has more shooter and more looter. They're
Actually,
slightly
it was,
different,
Unreal
but in ways that are unappreciable in a
Yeah,
trailer.
it's Unreal
and-
Tournament. It's completely different.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I don't understand why anybody plays any other looter shooter.
Was it
I
Unreal
don't know why
Tournament?
people.
They're Skinner boxes.
Yeah, it was Unreal Tournament.
Oh, was it
with
Warframe DLC
characters.
for it? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Oh no, it's another Pababa-Bajeebis.
No, it's an expansion for Fortnite. It makes the graphics look worse.
Finally.
That's what I've always wanted.
Orchestral War Pigs.
Orchestral Warfare.
It's serious, Keith. You can't have
Yeah.
camp.
They couldn't just play the Black Sabbath song. They had to be like, "Ba-dow," with the fucking like explosions and shit.
I have to say, I'm starting to enjoy the more that people keep using this song with the raw, like not taking it to heart.
Yeah, no, not really listening to the
Yeah.
lyrics at all.
I'm
Because
appreciating
they're
that
all
we're
games
again.
about how war is cool.
Yeah.
I won't show
Vengeance Rises?
mercy.
Oh no, not Russians. Anything but Russians.
Oh, is it COD? That was like Numbers Mason. What does it mean, wasn't it? He's strapped in front of a TV.
The rest, Adler, is mine.
Season 1?
it
is
is.
Call of Duty.
It's COD.
It's a Call of Duty fucking seasonal trailer. Not even a new game.
Call
It's
of
just
Duty
like
using
complete
war
adverts.
pigs is like it's an orchestra for all the music.
Super
Look at
Mario
them
Galaxy.
go.
I was gonna say,
Would you like to
Dialog.
get this video
Yep.
fucking flagged? Because that's how you do it.
Yep.
Watch this orchestra.
I wonder if Nintendo.
This.
We
already watched
that's a
the
really good
Scavengers
sounding
trailer.
bee.
Our grandparents lived for 1,000 years.
You missed it. You failed.
And our parents.
It's not Pokemon Snack, but for lemurs, dude.
Why not?
Lemur Snap.
I like the glasses effect.
It's very anime.
Yeah.
Now, see, this is what that
bike scene was very anime.
game should have looked.
Yeah, that's right.
We have one season.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't.
The soundtrack
it's
reminds
not
me
over.
of.
Oh.
this is great looking.
Oh, this is artsy.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Whoa!
Look at his shape.
Who the hell is that guy?
I love it.
He's cute, man. The man
This
who is
reminds me
cute.
of Eidolons, but it's probably a different studio altogether.
I don't know what it was, but it looked neat. Probably is like a
Oh, it's
story.
oh,
it
it's
looks like
PlayStation
you can beat it in
exclusive?
4 hours.
Never mind.
PlayStation.
Wait,
Oh, never mind.
How are you relevant?
Spirit Fair.
they-
This is Games for Change, probably. Kentucky Route
Yeah.
Zero is the correct answer, and they didn't win. I'm sure. Tell me why I won. I actually don't know what Tell Me Why is. I think that's the new one from the Life is Strange people.
Sure.
I haven't played it yet. Ah! Thought that was
Oh.
real. I thought that was real.
Xenoplash 3.
Then it did that.
It's the lighting, man. The lighting just.
Wow,
That's
I
Vin
can't
Diesel.
believe
Hey, wait, is
I
that
can't believe they
Riddick?
didn't.
Wait, is
They
that Vin
did-
Diesel?
I can't
looks
believe they
like
did a
Vin Diesel.
graphical upgrade for the Crudes.
Wait, that's actually Vin Diesel again, right? It's just like
It
a seventh
looks like-
it's like a seventh video
Yeah,
game.
it's Vin Diesel.
Look at that nose.
Yeah,
it
it's
is him.
him.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that nose. I was gonna say, look at that lack of hair. That's
he
his
have-
most
does
iconic
he have
A
feature.
lot of people don't have hair.
Does he have the lead on most fully rendered cameos or like appearances in video games?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe.
for
I don't know.
like a Hollywood actor. I mean, he had 2 games come out the same day once.
Is this I Am Setsuna 2 or something?
I mean, the man works
we
hard.
are Setsuna.
Yeah.
Nah.
Wow, I can't
No?
believe Fast and Furious starts out like this.
Fast and Furious.
You know what? That would
They're gonna
be
have.
interesting.
They're catching up with Star Wars in movie count.
That's reassuring to say.
That's
Oh no,
that's-
you're right. No, you're wrong. They can't catch up because Disney owns Star Wars now, so they'll never catch up.
Normally only horror anthologies get that far. Oops. Transition to gameplay. I think.
I mean, it's Star Wars, so it's kind of a horror.
Maybe not.
I believe in you, Vin
Star
Diesel.
Wars is kind of
Star Wars is horror. Was it scary to your childhood?
I never seen a single one.
I hope they're
Okay.
not dinosaurs.
He's
Of
really
course,
angry at
fucking
this.
dinosaurs. God damn it.
Is it Ark?
It's Jurassic Park, the threequel. Hairy dinosaur. No, spiny dinosaur.
It's unrealistic dinosaur as well.
Wow, it's a dinosaur.
Those are.
Why?
Yeah,
let it
oh,
die.
God.
Juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
jeez.
What? That wasn't a good trade-off at all. You should have
That
let the
wasn't-
fucking
yeah.
kid die. What the hell?
I guess that they're like trying to go for like halfway feathers. It's just the spines of the feathers.
Yeah, they're trying to do like a, well, we don't want to commit to dinosaurs looking dumb birds, so we want to just like,
We need to normalize dumb dinosaurs. Dumb looking dinosaurs.
And that was the end of Vin Diesel's appearance.
Are
He's
you,
dead.
are you
now.
dumb dinosaur positivity promoting now?
Yeah.
Is this a Turok game? This is also
no,
tribes. There's
this
like an
is
enemy
definitely
tribe.
not
and everything.
Turok.
It's
If this
Vin
was
Diesel
Turok,
game,
it'd be a
that's-
lot cooler looking. Also,
True.
he would be riding a dinosaur.
Oh, just you wait.
Oh!
That was bad. That was a bad time.
Wow, the blood looks awful. By
That
the
is a
way.
lot of blood.
Did they add the blood later?
I think so.
Why does it look like that?
It is double compressed. I'm watching a compressed stream, and then you're watching my live stream of the stream.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, but the blood looks like it's like out, not supposed to be there. It looks like it's a layer
Like it's
too
an
high
optional
above.
toggle for like where they're showing the trailer.
Oh no.
Oh wait, is this Horizon Zero something?
I
this is
thought,
Horizon
yeah, it
Zero.
reminds me of Horizon.
There is dinosaurs, so it is Horizon something, I'm sure.
Horizon Zero Null.
But Horizon Zero Dawn, it's about robots, not dinosaurs.
But also
Well, now
in
they're
the
could be
robot
about both.
dinosaurs.
In the Horizon Zero Dawn universe, the humans also lived in the same place as the dinosaurs too. Yeah, tech is here. That's
Horizon-
confusing. Did
Horizon Zero Dawn had
Did the
had most
nanomachines
ludic-
just reborn real dinosaurs?
It had the most ludicrous justification for the whole premise of the game. Genesis system. Yeah,
Alright.
it's got.
Yeah.
Hello, Skybox.
It feels.
Oh god, it's those platforming islands from far.
I knew it. I knew it was Ark. I called it. I called it.
The
I called it.
audacity! You're gonna make a second fucking arc?
I called it.
I'm out hard. Arc isn't fun
called
at all.
No, it isn't.
Wow.
That's true.
I hate Ark.
The audacity.
Maybe the next one is gonna be better because it's got Vin Diesel.
The game,
still Arc.
that was the game that
There
sold
you go.
DLC before it was out.
Yes.
Yes.
Arc the animation.
Well, it wasn't DLC. It was a spin-off. I think.
What, now there's a fucking cartoon for it?
Yeah. Saturday morning Arc.
Even the blood looks weird here.
Arc the animated
Arc, the
series.
animated series.
Carl Urban. Malcolm McDowell.
With Russell Crowe and Vin Diesel. Wow.
They're really pulling out all the big guns.
Man,
We're
I can't
gonna
wait.
watch the Fall Guys.
I can't wait till Arc 2 is in like
We haven't played Fall
early
Guys for a
access for
while.
like 5 years. Well, because it's
Whose fault
boring.
is that?
Their new
It's
stuff
Andrew's. Andrew's fault.
There's tons of new stuff.
Eh.
If you like skins.
There's just a lot of there's just a lot of games fighting for our weekends.
I know.
Like Among Us and Root. Halo. Jackbox.
I don't like that they're not showing too many beans. It used to be that it was just beans, and now it's not beans.
Well, they
Yeah.
gotta share. They gotta sell
That
those
was cool.
skins.
Yeah, I mean they always had
Oh,
skins.
right, 'cause
you literally
this is a
start
trailer
with,
for the
with a
skins.
dog head. Hexagons.
Yeah, but this is a trailer for the skin, so of course.
Trailer
of
for
course they're doing
hexagons. Why was the snow hexagons? Are they going to go up and down?
Because it's hexagon, remember? It's probably a snow version of hexagon, the final stage.
Oh, right. Like the whole hexagon level. Is this just, so? Is it just a winter theme skin on the levels that are still the same?
No, it's
Yeah.
so every season they
New
have like
levels.
a new rotation of stuff come out.
I see.
Yeah, so each season basically.
What was the date for the season?
Too late.
Too
Gotta
late.
Google it now.
This is.
Fleet Dangerous, I think it said. Ground control.
I thought it said Odyssey.
What's the soundtrack for this?
It's Major Tom.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is.
It does not fit.
It's
does not
like
fit.
it's like Suicide Squad. You just pick the most obvious.
It
song.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
My
I
God.
wish people made new music.
They
They do.
They
They do.
They just
It's a
pretend
shame
they
that
did.
music is
make
never.
money.
It's a shame that music stopped being made in like the 90s or 80s.
It's like when it's like when I'm editing a video, or once a year I take the soundtrack of a game and add it to my assets folder for editing random things. Because like, that game had a nice soundtrack. That's, these are just the songs that are always in the editing folder of people that make trailers. It's like the same like 20 songs looping. Fucking Suicide Squad had a criminal Aussie and played Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Wow, they ruined the whole trailer with a song. The song is great, but it does not fit.
Elite.
Oh, it is Elite Dangerous. You're right.
Yeah.
No, it's probably DLC.
Yeah, no, it just said Elite Dangerous at the beginning.
Oh, they probably didn't care much about it then. That's why they put it.
Damn, there are a lot of trailers.
Well, I went to school to learn how to make video games, and now I'm in
you believe that we
considerable
get
debt.
paid to
Do you
do
want to be in
this?
considerable debt?
If you don't want to end up as worm food,
At least they didn't cover Major Tom.
won't work here.
What is this?
Slow
Redneck?
down. You can't even slow down Major Tom anymore. Than you,
Major Tom.
If you plan on surviving, you need to
I
shift
don't
your
know what
mind
this is.
to a higher
A looter shooter.
So let me walk you through the mantras of survival.
Can we skip
Queen
this?
X, people can fly. It's a looter shooter.
Cover is for cowards. Yeah, that's right. You
Yeah.
can use cover.
It's gonna have the power slide from Vanquish.
Act like one. Shove
Yeah.
yourself into the fray. 2, your powers are on tap.
You have cooldowns. It's a looter shooter.
Tingling in your fingertips. Your powers are ready to be unleashed. Don't keep them waiting. 3, you've got to kill to heal. There's no use licking your wounds. Want your health back?
but they're delicious.
Violence breeds vitality. And finally, guiding philosophy.
That explosion had an interesting interaction with that guy's spine.
Think aggressive.
Just split him in half vertically. Ooh. Some solid butt rock here.
Yeah.
It is very good butt rock, yeah.
Is that bowling for
least-
soup? Outriders.
What a name.
That's
what
that's
a real distinct name.
yeah. None of the
People
loot.
can fly.
Beyond Good and Evil?
Before you hand it to
No.
them,
Animal people? Oh, side scroller. Okay.
Oh.
What are you? What are you? Sonic the Hedgehog? Reboot again?
It looks like Sonic.
It kind of, yeah. It,
Whoa,
it feels
Shades
like
of
It really
Chaos.
doesn't.
Look at the big arm!
Oh,
Look
is
at
it
it.
finally time for
at
Blink's
that.
time detective to come back?
He's got a hilarious arm that he wields sometimes.
It looks cool though. It's on his back.
Yeah, I
it
love
looks like
him.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it mimics his arm in real
Oh.
life. So he punches
got like
with
a
it by
counter
punching.
parry
Yeah,
system.
it matches his real arm.
Yeah.
I love him.
the levels are enormous. Like the background, the backdrops.
Yeah,
Fist.
it's like Shadow Complex and stuff. Those like 2.5Ds that were really popular in Xbox 360 era.
That sounds
A
pretty
graphics
interesting.
card
That looks-
trailer, fun. Hello, Tom Holland.
Yay.
Please
We'll
don't
never be able to buy
copyright strike me.
one.
More
Yeah.
fake gamers.
Hello,
The graphics card trailer is just
Nathan
fucking-
Drake shit.
The graphics
you bring-
card trailer is just somebody playing Cyberpunk and just like having a good time, and you're just watching them, and he's like, "You can't have this," and it's RTX 3080. Yeah. Alrighty, I gotta bounce.
Why even make trailers for things that you can't
All right.
buy
Yep.
anymore?
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, make sure you send the footage.
Will do.
See you later,
I
Bert.
underestimated how many fucking trailers there were.
Oh yeah, no, we'll
Yeah,
be at
have
this for a
fun.
while.
Yeah. Have fun watching the rest of
Say
them.
goodbye to Bird, everyone, in the comments right now, or the video deletes
Right now.
itself.
Yeah, it's weird. I hooked up an API, so as soon I'm watching for this video, I'm watching the comments on it,
Yeah,
and Keith also gave
In
me
the
his
future.
password. I don't know how. It
An
works.
hour and 3
I like
minutes
to, I like
after.
to hold all my content at gunpoint,
Yeah.
like the Game Awards.
All right. Laters.
Bye.
Bye.
Ba-doop-ba-doop.
Does he make a noise? He does.
It does make a little bitter-doop when somebody stops watching. Hey, Brent. Oop, that's not mute. Boss Team games. It'd be really funny if there wasn't
Boss
boss fights.
baby games.
Oh no.
I had a wonderful girlfriend.
Actual pre-alpha.
Together we drove
I have no idea what kind of games these people make.
This is
Dead by
Jason
Daylight?
2.
Mortis, the book
Oh, it's Evil Dead.
dead.
Oh, Evil Dead.
Yep, those are all the Evil Dead images.
Archaeologist had come to this remote place
I
to
never played.
translate and study his
Is it also going to have a violent tree rape?
never meant for the world of the living. The book awoke something
Or we
dark
just
in the
continue to sand that part of Evil Dead off? It's real uncomfortable.
took Linda.
Look, guys, it's the book, and the deer that laughs, and the trapdoor, and the chainsaw.
Oh.
Is it a co-op Evil Dead?
Apparently, it's a Left 4 Dead. It's a Left 4 Dead Evil Dead.
That was a shocking event when I,
I
sat
didn't
down.
like the camera. Did you see the camera of the car? That felt like a. That felt weird.
I think I missed it. That was a,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
a
like
shocking moment
very
when I watched
stilted.
Evil Dead for the first time. I'm like, oh, Wait. What is this?
Monster Hunter.
Oh, it's
this is
the ghouls guy. Ghouls and
yeah.
ghosts and goblins and
Ghouls and Ghosts.
with like braid sort of art.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I don't have any nostalgia for ghosts and goblins, ghouls and.
I beat Ghosts and Goblins, but this
ghouls.
kind of looks meh to
Gobber
me.
stoppers.
I don't know. This looks like a Flash game, honestly.
Yeah.
They're trying to be true to like the animation of what you look like. I'm sure.
Just then do it in pixels. Don't fucking. It's not like we lost the
Oh,
technology.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Resurrection.
Like, I don't know.
We know you don't have to put that in the name. we know you
We
don't.
know it's new.
We know you don't want to let go of it.
Yeah, we know Capcom doesn't make new games.
Pressing the arrow key instead of L on accident when L is the bigger 10-second skip. The fool that I am. Fool.
Oh god, finally. This is a trailer for Flight Simulator.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
Microsoft.
And
God damn it! Does
Inspired-
anybody make the music? Please.
too.
Just, oh my god.
I'm gonna have to upload like a low
Wasn't
detail.
Ray Charles blind?
They have to. Like, they absolutely have. What
I'm
is
just gonna
this
go
game
ahead and,
about?
I'm just gonna go ahead and
Blue
mute
skies.
this before it gets me in trouble.
Am I
It's
not?
like they literally just think about, what is this game about? Blue skies? Okay,
It's
search
gonna
lyrics.
take like
Blue
3
skies.
tries to upload this because it's gonna be full of like copyright music.
Yeah, that's gonna be, yeah.
PT, finally.
You wish that. Look at the helmet.
I will go there now.
Might be for VR.
What remains of Edith
Sometimes you-
Finch too?
Sometimes you wear stuff on your head to make.
Oh, no.
No, that's not VR.
Trapped inside.
This looks a lot like Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah,
This
I
looks
was
a
gonna
lot-
say this
it-
looks
it-
like Anthem or something.
It looks
Yeah, I
so
was gonna
much
say,
like
it looks
Andromeda.
actually like Anthem. It looks a lot like Anthem.
The
Even the
UI's
health
not,
bars look a
though.
lot by. Yeah,
Oh,
the
God,
health bars look like Anthem too.
have they not given
Does
up on
it?
Anthem? Is that what this
Yeah.
is?
They
They haven't
can't.
given up on Anthem.
Oh no.
They must.
Yeah, this looks just like Anthem.
It feels like it. The sudden jolts of forward motion when you're moving, and like the zoom in.
Right?
Cycle.
How many
so
games are gonna have that in their name? Returnal? I hate you.
That's you hate the title. I like it. I like it.
Returnal.
It's weird and weird.
Returnal's memorable. I get. Oh god. Okay. Well, I guess
Returnal
I'll
is
never play
good.
it.
Yeah.
Like all these, like, well, it's only for the PlayStation. Well,
Oh, is the Fallout
that.
gameplay or
I
is
continue winning.
oh, this is something
I
else.
train so that I never
New Siege
lose
character?
again.
that doesn't seem accurate, but okay.
It's a real good shield. Even
They
protects
can't
your
shoot
legs.
at the legs. Yeah.
Why? That was a long wait before shooting. That's ballsy.
Well,
Rogue.
yeah.
I'll forget about that immediately.
That
Super
did
Punch
not
Boy.
look-
Wait, that's new
Super
looking.
Meat
isn't-
Boy.
Is that new
That's
art?
not what it is.
Or that what it looked like before?
Isn't
Yeah,
it Super Meat Boy?
with. Yeah, it's Super Meat Boy, but now he punches.
There a new Super Meat Boy coming out? I guess so.
I don't know.
You
It
see
looks like it.
It's right in front of you.
I want to do it again.
Someone said, "What if we did Super Meat Boy Binding of Isaac?"
I mean, they're same company. Wait, is this Super Meat Boy roguelike? Is it randomized?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Oh, your favorite
Nope.
game,
Nope.
Andrew.
Nope. Nope.
It
Nope.
is so
Nope.
good.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Are
No.
these?
Wow, we could afford the lady from Game of Thrones. Valiant Hearts, that's the World War I game, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Careful with the people that give you a ride. and don't travel.
This feels like
Is it another road trip game?
feels like The
Apparently
Long
it's about-
Dark, except not in the Frozen.
What?
Oh.
Reach the... Huh. It has the sound of like those like episodic story-based adventure games.
Yeah, it reminds me. It reminds me a
They'll
little bit
probably
of
come out in a
Telltale.
season of 5 episodes.
Is this the new Telltale game? Or 96?
No.
No.
It might be good though. I don't know.
Maybe.
Might be neat. Looks janky,
want a
so it's
laptop?
probably
You
it
can
looks
buy
pretty janky, so it's probably mostly
Yeah.
cutscenes with branching paths.
Yeah.
This looks like Trine.
Oh, good point.
Oh, they're trying to change the perspective again of Trine. Is that what's happening? That didn't work well for 3.
They do good things every once in a while.
If it's just normal Trine again.
No, this is clearly the
Trine 3 switched it up and it was garbage, and then they tried that top-down game we co-opted, and that was pretty iffy.
Almost forgot they used to be humans. Ay, ay, ay. Do you want to know what this story is really about? Huh?
Why are you look like that?
Ace like
he's got tape in his eyebrows and mustache.
an EA game.
Wanna change back? Then you need to fix your relationship.
EA game?
That's fucking terrifying. Like, they wake up in a giant book with a face and a mustache. It's like, you gotta be better at loving each other.
You
it's
get,
like, what?
Yeah.
Cody, you've nothing to throw up.
Told you.
Wow.
Great.
Okay, this quickly diverged. The first 3 seconds looked so much like Trine that I was like, is EA stealing?
Yeah.
But now it doesn't look anything like Trine.
It could still be.
No.
It's just a 3D Trine.
I mean, it's
No, this is just...
it's just a co-op.
Give me some space. I need to think.
Because we don't know the company, right?
I don't think EA is going to publish a Trine game. Yeah, it's just it's a game full of co-op mini games so you try to get through. I think it'll be fun.
Oh yeah. Co-op for 2 though.
Way out
Yeah.
2.
God.
How comes you get all the cool gadgets?
The mocap looks a little weird.
I mean, those are really weird
Great.
suits for them to mocap. So
I can't wait to like be stuck with 2 characters that clearly hate each other, but they're gonna have to learn to like each other over the course of an entire game.
That is, yeah. Honestly, characters hating each other is the least interesting storylines.
Well, this awful fucking book does like romance therapy. Great, awesome.
Yeah, I'll play it. Oh, that title.
It Takes Two.
I don't like that title. I don't like that one.
Wow.
Oh,
Reggie,
God.
a real
Oh, God.
gamer.
They
finally.
made the song was "It Takes Two."
Yeah, it was.
Oh, dang it.
What?
The
fuck?
What do you mean? What?
Oh, the social.
Sir, there is someone outside your home. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you need the police?
It's like when you look out the
I will
window
call
in
them
PT,
for you.
and you're like, ah. They're trying to social distance and be in a frame, I guess, because they don't live together.
They just have
But it's really,
cameras.
but it's really funny.
Yes.
Is it not muted? Oop. Oh no, that's audio on.
I recognize that face. Oh, good.
It's,
No, I don't.
Never-Ending Story 3.
Is it?
What are the fucking dogs?
Is this a Lord? Wait, is this a Lord of the Rings game?
It feels like the Mines of Moria, doesn't
Because
it?
yeah, this looks like a fucking Ring Vision. Is she having a Ring Vision?
Nah.
No, it's a Oblivion. It's a Skyrim game.
Skyrim.
Or it's
are
an
they
Elder
drawing the
Scrolls
rune?
game.
Are they
Yeah,
drawing
they're
the
drawing
rune?
the rune on the book.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the Oblivion Gate. You're right.
Yeah,
There it
you go.
is. Yeah, it's the new Elder Scrolls.
Is it
You can't
finally-
fool me.
is
I've
it
been tricked
finally
enough
time
times.
for 6?
That's why on your
Yeah.
face, she looks Bethesda.
Do you think it'll be an RP? Oh, it's just no, it's not. It's just another expansion. Oh, it's
the
literally
Oblivion.
Oblivion. It's the Oblivion
Yeah.
expansion for online.
Can I get a refund on the?
I mean,
can I
at
get a
least Elder
refund on
Scrolls Online
Bethesda?
has mechanics.
And it's
Oh,
free.
good.
Look, more Destiny. This is just like a trailer about the fact that Destiny still exists.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because everybody's playing Warframe instead.
There's a new expansion.
I'd probably rather play Destiny than Warframe.
Really?
At least it plays like a Halo game, even if it's
Yeah,
diluted.
it's a different sort. Yeah, it's very much a different
God,
style of
it's
gameplay.
so repetitive though.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be.
Bungie Halo shooting feels real good. Like that's what I liked about Destiny is that it felt good to play through when I played through the campaign and all that. It's just that it then wants you to play forever, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like mechanically, it's really boring, but you know, shooting is fun.
Yeah, I played as a warlock, and it's like all these buttons are satisfying. And the shotgun feels good because like Halo shotguns just feel good. That was so rough about 343's fucking Halo 4. It's like no gun felt good to fire like in the entire game. It's like, then what's the point?
Start your adventure for
Why
free
is
and
your
go
robot
beyond.
hairy?
It's probably because it has fur on the outside of
funny
it.
Camo?
No, it's that's just the.
Oh yeah, there's the
called?
spider bot.
Yeah.
Oh, they're glitching in their slow-mo.
Oh, they're getting rid of the light mechanic?
What?
Oh, beyond light. That means they must be getting rid of the light mechanic then.
No, they're just no.
A Lucas?
You're just going outside of the solar system.
It's Star Wars.
VR Star Wars with very low frame rate.
Yeah.
Guess the Rogue.
Is it gonna be a new RPG?
You think that Star Wars money can afford 60 frames per second?
Ah, great.
No, that's
Or
not a new RPG.
3D porgs. God, Rise of Skywalker killed Star Wars for me, like in my heart.
But they had a dagger that pointed to the MacGuffin.
There was a MacGuffin that led to the other MacGuffin.
Yeah,
that would have been lazy and frustrating in another movie, but because of the rest of the movie, I forget that I even didn't like that part.
I didn't watch the movie.
It gets so much worse after that.
Did your textures not load?
Tails? That's probably not related.
It's on the Oculus only. Fuck that.
It's the Dynasty Warriors game. Yeah.
Yeah. Age of Calamity.
That was probably the best Dynasty Warriors game. Was the first Zelda one.
Yeah, man, Age of Calamity was really fun.
It's called something Warriors.
Is Age of Calamity out yet?
Hyrule Warriors?
Oh yeah, sorry, Hyrule Warriors. Yeah. Hyrule Warriors is really great.
Hyrule Warriors is real polished and fun and satisfying.
I think Age of Calamity is out.
It's like this month at least. Oddworld.
What?
New Oddworld or another remake?
Okay.
What is this?
It's Oddworld.
Is it the one from Limbo?
What?
No.
Okay, wait. No, this is the
I don't
first
know
one.
Oddworld.
This is the first Oddworld.
Didn't they already remake the Basalt Columns?
Oh, Oddworld, the game.
The whole level was Basalt Columns.
Yeah.
You can't sneak past me.
Because that was the villain from the first one.
No, it has to be a new game, right? They already made New and Tasty. That was already the remake of the original.
This could be just a reboot of the franchise, though.
Yeah.
I never played this
Oddworld Soulstorm. That's a name.
Looks like a first.
I haven't played Oddworld, but that doesn't strike me as a very Oddworldy name for a game. That sounds strange.
No, but I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Oddworld games are always fun, in some way.
What is this? Monster Hunter Rise? Yep.
Yep, Monster Hunter.
I want to ride my dog. I want a dog mount. I'm gonna be so
Dogs
lonely.
don't like when you ride them.
I'm gonna be all lonely. This was my big pressure. I'm like I need to finish World, so I finished Iceborne when I was like I need to hurry up. Once they announced this, like fuck, the sequel's coming. I need to finish the previous one.
Hey, they still eat in the
Even though it's weird that the dog just looks like Rapide from Tales of Vesperia, like exactly. Like that's really weird. And like that's not
half
a Capcom
the game is the
game.
animations.
To protect Kamura Village.
Cool, couldn't see that at all. The logo came up a little early.
That was the point.
It looked bad though.
I'm not
don't want to spoil it.
Not too keen on the Rise subtitle.
Yeah, it's because they don't want to do numbers anymore, I guess. After World, I wonder if there'll be a Basalt. Do you think there'll be a Basalt Column level? Yeah, look up Repede, Repede, and it's like, oh, that's just the Monster Hunter Rise dog, exactly. Like they just stole the entire dog from a different game. But that one smoked a pipe and talked. He's a party member. Focus again.
Lion Wild Hog.
Red. Oh.
A post-launch trailer for Desperados 3. I don't know.
Never played Desperados.
This looks Helsing-like. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
there's like zombies and stuff. All right.
Desperados is basically Blaze the Shogun, but cowboys. At least 3 is.
I mean, it's a cool trailer.
Brand.
Just doesn't like.
Is he like a vampire hunter?
We know what the game is like, so we don't really need to see gameplay.
Is that a hedgehog? What did that thing even look like? I can't even tell, honestly.
A monster.
This is the new Castlevania reboot.
God, that'd be. It's a lot to take in.
Oh, that was
a
just
Castlevania reboot.
that was just a normal shadow. I thought the shadow was like a beast or something. Evil West.
Evil West.
Why does it feel
Okay.
like a what's wrong with names? Why do they all sound like phone games?
Well, we've run out of things to call stuff.
Everything has the name of like a forgettable generic phone game. Like Evil West is
Clash
a
of
terrible
Evil.
title.
Is it? Hard West was a. It reminds me of Hard West. Hard West, I thought it was a good thing. Evil West is okay.
Namkai. Is there gonna be another Souls-like?
It's gonna be some.
Because they're often like, we like that Souls-like money. Can we get more of that? And From Software was like, we're not making any more Dark Souls games. Like, god damn it.
Good. Seems like you're okay.
Oh yeah, Breaking Benjamin. Oh yeah.
It reminds me.
Oh, it looks.
Well,
it looks.
Didn't you play a game?
That game played
game like
already
this?
in 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, it looks like a hack and slash brainless JRPG ARPG combat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Just kind of mash your way through.
There was no doubt about that. From the beginning.
No.
Don't underestimate me.
Hey, don't underestimate the games. It's fine.
Don't
Yep.
bother resisting. I will obtain the red strings.
It's one of those games that
very
looks.
Not the red
anime.
strings.
It's gonna be one of those games that looks 0% appealing, but I'll get heavily requested to play for about 2 weeks, and then they'll forget it existed.
A single story in an RPG.
We've done this pattern.
Yes.
Focus.
I don't. Do you know what anime it is?
Is Scarlet Nexus an anime?
No, it's
I
not
don't
based
know.
on anime.
I think
I
it's
just think
just
it
a-
looks
Yeah.
looks anime like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can keep it safe.
Hello?
Become a tier 1 operative.
Metal Gear
No,
Solid.
this is some mobile
not
game.
Metal Gear Solid,
You can ignore it.
It's a top-down.
Commandos. That's the one I wanted to say.
Do whatever it takes.
Oh, it's just a dual-stick shooter. It's not even a strategy game.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Seriously?
Bring the thunder.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
if it's
ju-
multiplayer.
you just
Yeah.
play one character in that. You don't like control the squad or anything.
Yeah.
This is a combined trailer.
Advertisement
It looks good though.
for
That-
EA Origin.
Did I see Way Out for a second there?
Yeah, it was a trailer for the or it's an
Is
advertisement.
it time for a new Among Us map?
Yep.
Now that they've been like, the airship is coming. Okay. Oh, it's still going. Shit. What's the go backwards hockey? Fuck. There. Whatever. There we go. I thought the trailer was over because this happened.
Keep an eye out for the.
Get yourself acquainted with the layout of the top-end airship.
These guys just got so low. It went so well for them.
Yeah.
It was like, surprise, your game you had given up on suddenly is successful.
Oh.
Now they're like, oh shit, we need new maps.
All I want is for them to allow you to
Oh.
not have the code in the lobby. I think they removed that. Did you notice?
They're probably trying to port over the maps they were making for the sequel already. They were already making the sequel.
Keith killed me again.
Yeah, that's you. That's you, the white one.
Yeah.
Wow, I like the idea that you can choose where to start after a meeting. That's
Yeah.
great. That means I can get my tasks done faster.
Yeah, for those that don't know, they had given up on Among Us because it did okay, but not that well. But it had like the engine and everything was just so hard to work with that they were just trying to start over with a new sequel. But then Among Us took over. They're like, I guess we gotta update this one instead of making a new one. So they might be porting over maps that they work on. Hello, Jack.
Friends, one thing remained the same.
He's not talking, or he's out of sync.
Still fake
No.
gamers. When are we gonna get some more real gamers on this show?
Valkyrie, congratulations.
Oh, it's a streamer award?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I legit don't know who streamers are.
Yeah, I don't
Different
know
world.
either. I don't know and I don't care. I just want more Muppets.
Octodad. I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's obviously Fortnite.
Oh
Is
god, it does have
Yep.
Fortnite vibe.
No, it is Fortnite.
Oh no. Wait, Halo? Oh, is it Halo and Fortnite?
Yeah.
Wow, this is really... I hate Halo now. That trailer made me hate Halo.
so good.
So for context, look. So at that picture, by the way.
Oh, it's red versus
Wow.
Wait a minute. If you
blue.
had no
Hey,
idea
hey,
to
Jeff, how you doing?
then why do you have a cardboard
Hexagons.
cutout of the Master Chief?
Perfectly regular reasons.
Whoa.
I can't do this. 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 I can't
The
do Fortnite
delivery-
red versus blue. Oh god, they made Jeff do they made Griff do a fucking Fortnite dance. I saw that. I saw it in one frame and I know what I saw and I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Fuck
More
you.
Fortnite, by the way.
Jesus, Walking Dead Fortnite. I don't need this in my life.
By the way, Mandalorian is also in Fortnite. Joker's in Fortnite.
Wait, is this also Fortnite?
This is Fortnite as well, right?
No, this is.
Wait, that's Rocket League, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Rocket League.
Okay. Why does Rocket League have concerts now?
Everyone
Yeah,
has
seriously,
concerts.
what's wrong with Rocket League?
I hate this idea. Like Fortnite's like, I'm a social platform. Go watch our concerts and our thing.
I know.
Season 2?
I can't even.
They took like 3 years to have a second season.
I think it's because now it's free, so they're doing seasons.
Did
Maybe?
they just not have mechanics and did they just not have seasons in Rocket League? But like after
Yeah, they didn't have
years,
seasons.
after years, they're like, season 2
Well,
now.
so everyone has seasons now because
Let us
seasons can
stop
get battle
having
passes.
Skyrim, please.
Oh no, they made another Skyrim.
Like, how is there more? God, this game looks so old now.
It is so yeah.
Keith, this game came out in like 2007.
This game was ugly when it came out.
Yeah, that's true.
this game
It's
was
true.
not
It was
great when it came out.
2011. It was when we started. That was the month we started Let's Playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2011. So yeah,
It's an Xbox commercial.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
you can
been
play
a
Skyrim
decade.
on it.
How would you?
And they
why
started
would,
with Skyrim. My God, why?
It came out so long ago, and they're still advertising new consoles with like, did you know you can play Skyrim on it, bro?
My
This is,
God.
this is another compilation thing. Medium, you told me you were sending me candy and you didn't. Grudge.
Game Pass. The Game Pass is such a tremendous value proposition. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Like if you play games, it's like, my God.
What is
Wow.
this?
It's gonna be a skip from me, dog.
Mercenaries 4. Oh no, it's a dual stick shooter.
This looks like a mobile game.
Why are there so many
honestly.
dual stick shooters?
Because it's
a good
cheap and easy
question.
to make.
There's like I remember playing Geometry Wars and be like, man, why does it look like Fortnite now? It's worse now. I'm done. Why did they make the dual stick shooter look like Fortnite?
Because it's
like,
probably a mobile
oh, here
game.
we go. Fighters Pass Volume 2.
It's an ad for the volume pass or the fighter pass.
But we
You
won't
can
know what
skip
any of the
this.
characters are. I haven't played as
Got
Steve
Steve
yet.
from
I
Minecraft.
haven't even played as Banjo-Kazooie yet. I'm really out of date.
Yep. It's got Ming Ming, it's got Banjo-Kazooie, it's got Steve, and it's got...
I already finished the campaign, and the netcode being so trash really killed the game for me.
Yep.
Like, I want to play with my friends. Oh, it's never fun. That sucks.
Yeah.
This is like
Wow.
it's such a good game, but it's never fun online. Sure hope they
Yep.
fix that 3 sequels from now eventually.
Nope.
Rar Dune game? Silly man. Oh wait, no, this is from the
it's the
Darksiders devs, isn't
Nightjar.
it? It looks like Darksiders.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh no, it's Night War Battle Chasers. Those
Night War
guys.
Battle Chase, that's the one, yeah.
Because
not
their
Nightjar.
art is identical to Darksiders. To the point where I think their portrait artist is just the same person. I don't know if it is, but it looks like it. Which is rough, because Darksiders is always like, what if we stole WoW?
Speaking of which, this is also a mobile game that is basically ported over to
Yeah.
consoles and PC.
Battle Chasers was like, I did a Let's Try.
It was very
seemed okay.
repetitive. It was so repetitive after a few hours. It was good. I mean, I thought it was decent. The storyline was meh, but
it was promising. It was just
but
off-putting
they
how
just-
the art style just looked like a completely different game that I'd already played.
Yeah.
This is Katana. I wouldn't recommend getting killed by her. Her sword devours the souls of her victims.
Is that a reference to League of Legends?
Fucking Suicide Squad. That character. The narrator just said the same thing about that one lady.
Oh, I see.
I think it was the Kitsune.
Uh-huh. It's not League of Legends. Which one is the one that has a Kitsune as well? Is it League of Legends?
Probably. There's a lot of characters in that. There's like 100 now, probably.
Yeah.
A lot easier to add characters to a game that's...
I hate this fucking dude's shoes. Don't wear fucking tennis shoes with suits, man. It looks stupid as fuck.
I'm a cool executive. I wear a blazer, but with a t-shirt and sneakers. Oh, this isn't a word.
What happened to Keanu Reeves' hair? What happened there?
Best direction goes to Neil Druckmann. You can tell how good of a director he was because his entire team had to crunch forever.
Yes, that is a sign of good leadership.
We're all here because of one man.
It was probably savvy for them just to call it GTA Online.
Wait, GTA Online? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 5. They just from day one they didn't call it 5. They called it GTA Online. But it's the multiplayer part of 5. But you can now, I think you can play it separately.
I mean, it makes them so much money.
Yeah, no,
that's basically all they live for right now.
It's like the
games are getting.
Games don't make sequels anymore. They just live forever now.
Yeah. I was gonna say games are going to a point now where
9 years old. GTA 5 is 7 years old.
Yeah, what's the joke
like you thought the gap between fucking GTA games was long before.
Oh, it was PlayStation. I think it was like PlayStation 2 had three GTAs, but GTA 5 has been on like 3 different PlayStations.
Yeah.
Is this a new Total War game?
Yeah.
It's live action?
No, it's weird. It looks campy and weird.
1082, following the unexplained death of the king, that she was crowned Empress of Spain.
Why is it like one person?
That's a Wilhelm.
Yeah, it was. It looks like one person per scene is live action and everyone else is CG. It's really weird. What's happening?
I don't know.
It's the main character that's real.
Oh, she's real, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like because she's the player's surrogate.
A 100-year war that Lucy Adam ended before beginning the Great Reconstruction and establishing a lasting peace.
I was trying to establish why it was melting my brain.
What is this?
Lucy, are you with us?
It sounds like a Civ style game, something where you go through the eras.
Oh, good point. Yes.
Humankind.
So it's just probably an RTS.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It looks like
it went too fast.
Legend.
How am I gonna look for basalt columns?
Is it the same people that made Endless Legend? Maybe.
I don't know. Respawn. It's Respawn the people that made Titanfall?
Oculus. Well.
Oculus for Facebook.
It is the same people that made Endless Legend, by the way. I looked it up just now.
Has turned every neighbor into a possible enemy.
It's also a shame it looks like absolute potato shit.
Crazy eyes.
She was really pissed. Yeah, she was like, she did not like this.
Oop, there goes that.
Is this a new game for the PS3?
It's Oculus.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Yep. People are like, Myst is coming out. You gonna play it? It's like when it's on, not the Oculus.
Yeah, nope.
There's a lot of grenade throwing in this. A lot of touching things. To be fair, as far as I understand, that's what VR is about.
What a weird thing to watch.
Like real.
What?
They're just showing real stuff from Medal of Honor because you gotta like.
The rest of the story?
Am I supposed to enjoy the war or not? Game, make up your mind.
Well, you're supposed to enjoy the war, but also feel bad for the people that didn't have a choice to enjoy the war.
That was a really stark contrast of narrative just then.
That tone was fucked.
Welcome to living in
it was.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all we can ask for.
You should watch Band of Brothers. It's a real tone shift.
It's like when Call of Duty gets increasingly wacky and absurd, but they still do like the somber quotes every time you die.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Is like you play a Call of Duty game and then you watch Band of Brothers. You're like, wait a second, one of these things doesn't make
Medal
sense.
of Honor has always been sort of weird, but like the tone is, I don't know.
You gotta go Call of Duty, man. That's the only way you do war.
Out into a nebula.
Mass Effect.
There's that quote that people use of like,
This is Mass Effect, right?
I hope not.
Did you not see the little monster?
Please don't hurt me again.
This is definitely Mass Effect.
No.
It is.
Stop
it is.
hurting
it is
me.
Mass Effect.
I can't take it anymore.
Then stop. Punishment. You don't have to.
No, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to see.
Let's see.
Oh, it's a mass relay. Fuck you. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yep. Enjoy, Keith. Have fun.
Yep.
At least they're powering
it's
through.
Gonna be...
That was a destroyed mass relay, so they're powering through with making a sequel to 3 instead of
or
avoiding.
This is Andromeda 2.
Because they desperately tried to desperately avoid it last time.
All they need is, like, they don't need, like, people, they freak out so much about the story. All they need is some characters doing some things.
The worst
they don't need to save the world
the worst
again.
thing they can do is acknowledge that Andromeda happened.
Oh no, they found a medallion of the League of the
I thought if anything they would do a prequel. That
it's
was
Liara.
So she's alive canonically. I thought they'd do a prequel. Oh fuck.
Of course.
You're gonna hurt. You guys are gonna hurt.
That's not a game. That's not a game. They didn't announce it a game.
You guys are gonna fucking hurt me with Mass Effect and Perfect Dark. Why you gotta do this to me? This is like my 2 favorite.
They didn't announce the game.
What an intimidating ass screen. Mass Effect will continue.
That screen,
like you don't get a choice, motherfucker.
That's not
Enjoy
even a game.
That screen's a threat.
Yeah, that's not even a game.
They just threatened me.
It was even in red text. It was like, Mass Effect will continue. And you're like, oh, fuck. I put my hands up. You don't have to shoot. It's fine. I'm unarmed.
God, I have
like,
zero faith that Perfect Dark or Mass Effect will be good. Fuck. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I thought if they made another Mass Effect that they would just do the First Contact war with the Turians, because you can't make a sequel to the Mass Effect 3's ending because they're too divergent and messy.
The First Contact war is the one against the Krogans?
EA mandated.
No, Turians.
It was
Turians
the Turians.
Is the Geth, right? Turians against the Geth?
No, the First Contact war was when the Turians met the humans and they fought.
Oh, with the humans, right?
Yeah,
oh,
it was
that
humans
would be an
versus
interesting
Turians.
thing. Yeah.
And then they're like, hang on a minute, Galactic Federation. Don't stop killing the humans. The Quarians was Geth.
Yeah.
This fucking a remake is Game of the Year candidate. It's obnoxious.
And Solarians were against the Krogans.
You might want to mute that.
Oh, the music.
Yeah,
the Final Fantasy 14 music.
Yeah, that's some very, very.
Oh, was it orchestral?
Yeah, it was orchestral. Shit. But it's
yeah.
Square Enix is very not polite with their music.
Yeah, it was specifically it was the Solarians versus the Rachni, and then they unleashed the Krogans on them, and then the Krogans were versus everybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of past wars you could make Mass Effect games about. Making sequels to the Mass Effect 3's ending is going to be rough.
The thing is, you don't need to touch like big lore things. You can just have a story
that Ghost is a fucking nominee. The game's trash.
Wow.
It has nothing to offer. It is the most generic, uninspired fucking open world game ever that doesn't even use its open world mechanically. It's just a fucking blank ass empty area between all of the boring missions.
But it's pretty though, and it's got a Japanese subtitle thing.
But it's made
subtitle.
Game of the Year is supposed to be good, which is why Last of Us won. Anyway,
yeah.
Is this the end of the show?
Because nothing else in this year came out.
Thing.
This year has been a little bit,
Game of the Year is
it the announcement?
Well, that sounded fantastic.
I can only really accept Last of Us or Hades. Maybe Doom. I didn't play it.
No, it was Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I know.
Last of Us Part 2.
And then,
well, man, don't be too fucking excited about it. It's only a Game of the Year.
And
Fuck, man, you could be like...
Twitter lost their minds.
He knew.
Again,
he knew.
Big congrats.
That's why he wasn't. That's why he wasn't reacting that much, because he's actually just crying inside because he knows the backlash that's going to come at him immediately on Twitter.
I know.
Like, cool,
I'm saying, like,
I can't wait to be alive after this award happens.
I'm saying the guy, like, you couldn't get an announcer who like had any enthusiasm or showmanship or anything. It's just some fucking guy who's like, and the game of the year goes to, like, come on, man.
There was no Elden Ring.
Like, you could have made a joke. You could have been like, game of the year goes to Skyrim because it came out again.
Wow.
And everybody would laugh and mock Bethesda openly and publicly and shame them, and then go, no, psych, actually real good games got nominated. So
just give the award to Skyrim every year forever.
That would
all right, well, that was the TGAs. We got through it in this.
Wait, that was all of them?
Hour and a half. Yeah.
That's all the game. Okay. Wow.
The power, the power of spamming the skip 10 seconds forward button was powerful.
Well, I thought there was actually going to be a game that I wanted to play in there, but I guess not. Fuck me, then. Forget it.
There was what did we get out of the Elder Scrolls? What did it look like? I'm trying to remember.
There was like two games that I thought looked interesting, and then
it was online.
There was two threats. I was threatened twice by this game's awards.
By BioWare specifically?
By BioWare and Perfect Dark, yeah. Technically 2 threats from BioWare alone if you count Dragon Age, yeah. So yeah, I was threatened 3 times over the course of this. Thank you, audience, for always wanting my reactions to AAA games. Where they just stomp on my dreams over and over again.
You just need to trust. You just need to learn to trust the gaming industry.
No, I learned not to. That's learned behavior. I learned from them.
Yeah, yes. I think this award show has just told me that I don't understand why people play video games
Andrew, we got
anymore.
to watch like the same generic shooter trailer 7 times.
I watched like
it was so much. That's true.
I watched 4 fucking dual stick shooters, and I can't tell you what their names are.
Memory
or
test. What was the name of the dragon game?
Century.
The first one was Century. Yeah,
what was the subtitle?
No one knows. It's like something.
Not even
the
developers know.
They probably it's going to change in the meantime because they're going to forget about it. What was it?
Like, yeah, the only game.
What was the name of the game that looked like Anthem?
Oh,
it was like something with a C. It was like
no,
it was like. Oh, I didn't pay attention to it.
It was some weird ass name.
Returnal.
Like it had nothing to offer. What? Eternal?
It was break the cycle, and it was Eternal. It was Returnal crossed with Return, so it was Returnal. And you were like, and you were like, I like that title, and you don't.
That's a good name, yeah, but I forgot about it.
What was the name of the Castlevania shooter cowboy boy?
Evil
West. That's right. That's a good title. I like that one.
And I only remember because there's an Evil Dead game coming out.
What was the name of the co-op game?
It Takes Two?
Or whatever.
Yeah.
It Takes Two. Yeah.
Or It Takes Two there, yeah.
What was the name of the looter shooter? Any of them. Name one looter shooter's name.
Ooh, good call.
Any of them. There was like 4. I was going to say that one, but I couldn't really think of how to describe the one that came to mind. One of them I think showed the Vanquish power slide for a moment.
Good luck. I don't remember any of them.
I don't remember. No, I was gonna say the 1-4 with the number 4 in the middle, but that's
you can't say Warframe.
No, that doesn't count.
Well, then I definitely
because that's just when you already know.
Yeah, I was gonna say what was it called? Left 4 U or what was it?
Back 4 Blood.
Back 4 Blood.
That's cute.
That's a good title.
That's a cute title because they wanted it to evoke Left 4 Dead and have the 4 in it, and they needed to use another.
And it makes sense,
they needed another 3-word title, but also it's a reference to the fact that they're reviving Left 4 Dead. So it's like that's a really good title.
That's good. Yeah, and also it makes sense. Like, yeah,
that trailer was also just trolling us the entire time. That's like one of the few games where I'm like, I want to play that one. I'm curious about that one.
Oh yeah,
I want to play it. And we probably will. Some group of 4 of us in this group will probably play it when it comes out. Whoever lines up.
Both Left 4 Dead, and I liked the first better, I think.
Yeah.
The second one was a little bit more risque in regards to level design, and I was like, I like simplicity.
Maybe it's because I didn't have the right friend group or something for it, but I never replayed them as much as they seem designed to be. So they are very short if you just play through them a couple of times, because it's just like 4 missions total. But yeah, they seem built for replay value, and I never quite got that out of it because I didn't like replaying it with matchmaking.
I think they honestly, they're a product of their time, because if they were released today, they would be $60 games instead of 20, and they would have like 10 maps.
They were not 20.
They weren't?
No, those were $60
like
games.
Really cheap. Were they?
Yeah, they were full retail disc games on console and everything. You're mixing it up with like Orange Box games. Those were all 20.
I am. That's true.
That was Team Fortress 2.
That's
Portal.
I can't believe
1.
they released $60 for 4 maps.
They did it twice.
In 2 years in a row?
Yeah. Well, it's not 4 maps, 4 campaigns. But each campaign was like an hour long or something. They were really quick.
Yeah, it was just like 4 maps, basically.
I think they were like 3 maps per campaign, maybe, or something, or maybe 5
maps.
Oh, right,
that's true. I just remember them all as the same map,
because each level was each level was like a snappy 10-minute thing. But there was like 4 campaigns. And I think each of those campaigns might have had somewhere between 4 and 6 missions. I don't remember anymore. It's been a long time since Left 4 Dead 2.
I think it was 4. I still remember some of the maps. The one in the cornfield, in particular.
All right.
It's like, I hated that one.
Let's do a Patreon question. I mean, I say Patreon. I say Patreon out of habit. Sorry, everyone. I can't stop. Andrew.
What? Yeah. Sorry. What?
Were you dealing with a dog?
Yeah, and I just keep getting people show up to my door.
I can't hear you.
Delivered.
Yeah, that's
sorry. Right. No. Yeah, packages keep getting delivered, and I'm trying to deal with it. Any case,
this is this is relevant to you among many people, but
okay.
Raph asks, I've got a question for the podcast if you don't mind. I'm a total anime noob, but recently, in part thanks to you, I got curious about it and watched Agretzko and loved it. So what animes would you recommend to a complete noob and why?
That's a tough question.
So this is a problem.
How do you answer that question?
Yeah, much like any media, it comes down to 2 things.
What do you actually want out of it?
How much time do you have? And 2, what do you like? Because I could say something like, I don't know, maybe you'll like One Piece. But are you going to watch 900 episodes of One Piece? Probably
no,
not.
One Piece is not noob friendly.
Well, it is noob friendly, certainly. Yeah, it's a great introduction to shonen. It's like the antithesis of shonen anime. Or you can watch Dragon Ball.
But you can.
It's a great introduction to shonen, and we'll outlive them all.
Exactly. But that's
there's
the thing.
Easier ones. There's like, because the thing is, like, it's very big, you know. Like,
but again, is that what he wants?
If you want to reason,
if you want to read.
If you want a very accessible show that is well loved and not massively long, but also is a thing that everyone's watched, so you will be in tune with the references and whatnot, there's Full Metal Alchemist. Is a pretty reasonable
one. So if you want to go down the path,
it's complicated by the fact that there's 2 of it now, which muddies the waters.
If you want to go down the easy path, people usually do is like watch Full Metal Alchemist. Watch shit. Hold on.
It's a difficult question because the understanding that we gain by watching a medium shapes our tastes. So when we say like one of my favorite series of all time, yeah, like one of my favorite series is Detroit Metal City, and it's funny because I know enough of the genre to appreciate what it's trying to do. And it's like really goofy. Somebody coming in and doesn't understand why it's so goofy and so weird, they're just not going to like it. And the same happens for things like even Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, that is also very referential of the genre.
Well, and again, Gurren Lagann is something that is fun, but makes more
Tokyo
sense
Godfathers. I forgot we could just recommend a movie.
You can recommend movies. I mean, you could go down the boring list of like watch Death Note, Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia, Naruto.
Just go over to Anime Network or something.
Don't forget Cowboy Bebop, and don't forget Neon Genesis Evangelion. And
you have to watch Full Metal Alchemist before you watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Don't forget FLCL. Don't forget Ghost in the Shell.
The first 15 episodes of Brotherhood are trash if you haven't watched the original show because they treat those episodes like they're dirty. It's just a shitty anime for like 2 weeks.
They just don't have the time. Yeah, they're trying to get to the stuff.
Well, they did a bad job, and people act like they didn't.
But if you had to pick one, Andrew,
you know what? Here's a left field one. Let me see. Did I spell? Is that right? Okay. Here's a good left field one. go watch Kino's Journey. Kino's Journey is a very small. It's I want to say it's 12 episodes.
I have never heard of it.
Sorry, let me check. Kino's Journey is basically
Kino.
Kino, yeah. Yeah, and so it's a. Sorry, I'm trying to find out how many episodes there were. Is it 7?
Why does she have knife hair? Her hair is so stabby.
You need to have knife hair, otherwise it's not realistic.
Yeah, it's 13 episodes. So, Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World, 13 episodes. Is that the new one or is that the 2003 one? There's also an older one.
The Beautiful World.
Yeah. Any case, either one doesn't matter. Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World, the animated series, or Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World. Both are. One came out in like 1990. One came out in 2003. The other came out in 2017. So whichever one you want, doesn't matter. They're both really great. It's just they're what's the word for it? They're all in one. Like they're inclusive, self-contained episodes. That's the word. So each episode is self-contained, and you just follow two characters: Hermes, the motorcycle, and Kino, the person riding the motorcycle, and they just go on an adventure. They go to a new town. They deal with a particular problem or something. But that's it. Each episode is its own little micro story.
That is always the question when you're introducing someone to anime, right? It's like, do you want a like sort of sanded off the edges, like grounded, accessible, normal-ish story, or do you want something batshit crazy?
Yeah.
The thing is, if you start with the really good stuff, you're gonna have a lot of trouble watching other stuff. Like if you go for
that's fine.
Like you start off,
that just means you have taste, and then you don't waste time watching all the bad ones.
Yeah,
that's true. That's also
the thing about good stuff is there's still so much of it, even if it's rare. There's so much good stuff that you don't need to know about the bad stuff. You can
and so here's the thing:
you can just be like, fire hot.
And the nice thing about Kino's Journey is that it does have a little bit of everything in it. There are some stories that are horror based, some stories that are action based, some stories that are just slice of life based, just hanging out, not doing anything. Just vibing, so to speak. And so you can kind of feel like, okay, these are the types of stuff I would like to watch more of. I'd like to see more like the cool action and stuff. And from there, you can diverge into like, go watch Cowboy Bebop, go watch Trigun, go watch Gurren Lagann, go watch like, shonen action-ish types. You can start going down that pathway.
Is there something you'd really specifically recommend to Agretzko fans, or was that it?
Oh, to Agretzko fans.
Like, because that's the starting point of they like that specifically.
Agretzko
is a rom-com.
I have one that might be interesting. I was thinking because like immediately I go for my favorite, which is Planets, but Planets is a little bit offbeat. It's not
Planets is a lot. That's a lot.
Is it just the word planets?
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah,
no, it's got an E, so it's the French Planetes.
So
it's not
Planet ES.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's planets.
Planetes.
Yeah. But that's a little bit too much because it's first off, it's very unique. So you're not, like, if you like it a lot, you're not going to find much that is similar to that.
This is not the same thing as the Brothers That Want to Go to Space show, right?
No, that's Space Bros.
No.
It's really called that.
Yes, it's called Space Bros.
My suggestion is Toradora, which has some issues, but it's really well made and very approachable, very lovely.
Toradora.
Toradora.
With an exclamation mark at the end. Yeah. I think it's a rom-com as well. It's got all the tropes, so you're gonna know like when you see other anime with that sort of stuff.
It is a rom-com. It doesn't fall into like the obvious trap of being like ecchi or overly sexual.
No, yeah. There's a little bit of fan service, but not too much.
The characters are very, very one-notey. So just be careful of that.
Yeah.
So if if you want characters like a Gretzko level of depth where they like go through changes and stuff like that, you're not going to get too much of it.
You'll have to watch
Toradora.
Beastars.
Beastars is a season 2 coming out this year. So
I'm caught up on the American releases and of the manga, and it's some pretty solid fucking writing.
Yeah, there's good stuff.
It's a solid manga.
Beastars is
now when I look at the
series.
show, I kind of miss the art style of the manga where it's so sketchy and expressive.
Yeah, it's got a rough but like
it grows on you.
What's the word? Yeah, it feels really rough at first, but it also feels really like there's passion behind those
the
lines.
If you want,
someone's putting their all into it.
I think I'd stick with Tokyo Godfathers. That's just
Tokyo Godfathers is a good recommendation. You can find any.
It's basically just a normal movie. Like it's basically like watching a movie that you could have just watched in theaters practically, but it's an anime. Like it's just animated. That's because he makes amazing films.
Yeah, I mean you can grab any Makoto Shinkai movie and watch that, and you'll probably end up having a good time.
Yeah, right. The Satoshi Kon. Watch all of the Satoshi Kon movies.
Oh yeah, Satoshi Kon movies are also great.
Just go watch all this person's movies.
Well,
that's the
it's
thing,
easy.
You
can watch all of his movies or an entire anime. That's the difference in length we're talking about. Because he made a lot of really famous anime movies like Tokyo Godfathers, Paprika, Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress.
Yeah,
he's like the next tier down when people finish watching their Miyazaki films. And then they find out about Satoshi Kon and like, wait, he's better.
He's better.
I think if there's like
shots fired.
So that's the thing. I'm trying to think of stuff that's more like a Gretzko in the way that its characters develop.
There's not a whole lot. When it's rom-com, they always go for very watchable stuff.
Yeah, my batshit insane recommendation is Dorohedoro. If you want to just dive into how weird anime can be sometimes, that show's a joy. It's so energetic and ridiculous.
It is a lot to take in, and the plot doesn't get any easier to understand the more it goes on.
Every episode makes its world weirder.
No, and trust me, it only keeps getting weirder.
And if you want a show that has like Quentin Tarantino style, like endlessly ratcheting tension, it's a Kaiji.
Oh yeah, Kaiji.
That's all about the like, I'm going to milk every bit of tension I can out of every single scene and plot point, and it's going to just be about the stakes all the time. I also always like something that has a unique art style instead of just like vague anime.
Kaiji is definitely the longest r/no yes type you've ever seen. Where
it literally has a voice acted sound effect in the background that means tension. Essentially,
Zawa.
They do a lot of that,
and you'll know why Stephanie's drawn that way in thumbnails.
Yeah, you'd actually know why Stephanie looks like Kaiji.
Because Andrew drew her as a Kaiji character and she loved it, so we just kept it.
That's a good one. I mean, you can recommend like the best of the best, like Lupin the Third. You can go for newer series. It doesn't matter. Each season is its own. Like it tells you about the characters enough that you're good to go. There's a lot. Yeah, like if you end up liking Kino's Journey, you can watch Mushishi, which is also say great. Mushishi's another great.
I wanted to like it. I got so bored.
And again, it's a specific type of anime. You have to be wanting for that moment.
It's like Japanese, not kaiju. What's the other word for monsters? Like normal
yokai,
like cryptids. Yeah, it's like a Japanese yokai Twilight Zone. But what I struggled with is that the protagonist is just so uninvested.
Well, yeah,
he just walks by, observes somebody else doing things, and then they drop it for the next episode because it's an anthology, and I'm like,
yeah, because it's the I think all the like light novel adaptations that I've seen are very much like that. I don't know if it's like a limitation, or because the way light novels are written, it's just sort of it has to have
a fair number of Mushishi chapters also have had this feel of like some of my least favorite Junji Ito storylines, where they just kind of explain the thing that happens almost like a legend, and then it just ends. Like it's just like from beginning to end, the entire thing is just exposition, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
you forgot to horror it. Like
that's
in every Junji Ito book, there's one story where I'm like, you didn't really, you forgot to do the thing where it's worth listening to.
Are you referring to the lovers who entwine with each other? Because that one is not very horror.
That one was basically just a description, but that one's really striking.
That one was my favorite.
You're talking about the people that are sewn together, right?
No. The one that in the lighthouse. I think it's the lighthouse one.
There's a lot. There's so many Junji stories.
It all has to do with a spiral.
If you know what, actually, if you
I made it to like the person coming out of the ice lake story in Mushishi or something, and I was like, I can't. These are so uninvolved.
So it's tough. I don't know.
I wanted to like it because it's pretty and the story's a cool idea, but I was so bored.
so Toradora is a good romance. If you want to see if you want to see like something really good in terms of drama in anime, you can go to like Fruits Basket is one that's pretty good.
You should watch Ruby.
I know one that I really like that I think is also a little bit approachable. It's a little bit out there. Oran High School Host Club, or how is it in Japanese?
You just call it Host Club.
Host Club. That one is so good.
Host Club's pretty fun. It is very campy. It is very very campy.
Is that a show about underage hosts?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're all in school. Every anime is about underage people. Let's be honest.
Well, because hosts are like escorts, or kind of in some cases.
They're a school.
Hosts are not escorts. Those are different things. Hosts are companions. They are literally, you go to a club, you basically go to a bar to drink, but while at the bar, you pay for a woman to sit next to you and give you company. So you feel like
it's different. Though.
Yeah,
I don't want this Venn diagram to have a touching point. I want them to be two separate circles.
So Host Club is the inverse of that, where it's girls, like rich girls, that go and pay.
They're the princesses.
To go to interact with men, and it's non-sexual. They're not drinking alcohol. They're just having their tea. They're doing like tea parties, but
a lot of tea and cake.
Yeah. So the thing is that instead of them being like actual hosts where they sit down and like do things, they mostly just kind of interact. They're kind of just like cardboard cutouts that they put at tables, and people can interact. And like, they go like, "Oh wow, you're so cute," and they just go like, "Thanks," and that's it.
It's very wholesome and very funny.
But in any case,
the main character,
the plot
basically
is
the premise.
The premise is that the main character breaks. Accidentally breaks a irreplaceable, valuable vase, and they are just a poor person who has no money to their name and cannot afford to replace it. And so, to pay back the debt, they work in the host club because they are androgynous looking, so they can pass off as a male even though that they are a female. And so the plot is just about that. It's just getting to know all these boys in a host club, why they're doing it at this school, what their
also
motivations are.
It's funny because you said it's the inverse of the traditional one where women or girls are the hosts. In this anime, there's the trope of an old person that looks like a kid, but it's a man. So it's like a really, really chibi person. It's a really small dude, but he's like the oldest of them all. And he has like a little keki eye.
He basically looks like a child, and he's
the oldest one.
He's like
old babies. Like that horror, that horror creature from Twilight Princess that runs a shop. Like, are you 1 or 60?
Yeah, there's a lot of it's Netflix and Hulu both have just like a ton of stuff you can pick. I don't know. It's tough. There's a lot of there's a lot of, I don't like to recommend really niche stuff because recommending niche stuff definitely comes down to who are you, what do you like watching,
you also have to be careful because there's so many anime now that are like a deconstruction, and it's like if you don't have a point of reference, then it's not responding to anything.
Yeah, like I don't want to sit I don't like to recommend something like Gurren Lagann because you're probably not going to get it the first time around. And absolutely. I don't want to recommend you go a Gundam Wing either because Gundam Wing is a fucking nightmare to get into. Like, do you have the time? No, you don't have the time. And
I got so bored.
It's frustrating.
Eureka 7 is probably an easy start for the mecha.
A much better compromise is go watch Gunbuster. Gunbuster is basically kind of like a grandfather to all of this mecha anime, where it shows up and goes like, "Hey boys, let me show you how to do it well." And like, let me tell you, Coach is like the coolest fucking character ever. Dude wears sunglasses on a moped, telling a girl to keep running faster while she's like trying to pass out from running too much. And he's like, "Come on, keep doing it." I'm like, "You haven't even gotten off your bike. Like, you're an asshole, dude."
It's been so long since I watched that.
It's like the Coach from Punch Out.
And he literally, like, Coach is such a great character. He literally is an unchanging, like, he's just like a poster boy of like nonchalant bad parenting, and and he just like stays that way forever. Good God,
I don't remember all the. I remember the thing with watching older anime is that sometimes there's things that just don't work anymore. I remember watching GTO, which had some hilarious moments. GTO is called Great Onizuka Teacher. Or Sensei.
Is that the one where he pile drives a deer?
No, that's
don't
Nichijou.
remember.
Nichijou.
Oh, Nichijou, yeah. So the thing with
Nichijou
GTO is that
comedy, yeah.
There's a lot of like very old jokes that don't work anymore. Like a lot of panty jokes. There's like, I feel like a whole season about just the pants of somebody, and a lot of toilet humor. And anime sort of dropped most of that since the 90s. I don't know.
I mean, it's still there. It's just different. It just comes.
Oh yeah, it's different. But in terms of taking it as humor, at the very least.
Yeah, GTO has a lot of outdated humor, but it's also coming from the lens of like 80s Japan, or no, sorry, early 90s Japan, or late 90s Japan. Yeah,
the height of the Japan, early 90s. You're thinking like pre 1993.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about that time. It's GTO and Welcome to the NHK are both like really good. Like This Is a Society type deals.
Welcome to the NHK is really complex though. Like in the themes department.
Yeah, no, I'm not recommending
it is like,
to watch
my
it.
God.
It just comes up. It's like one of those kind of anime that you watch and you're like, oh, you're doing a commentary. Like there's something there's something going on here. It's not just about the characters, it's about like the world they're into.
It's like Maria Watches Over Us. It's from the same company, I think.
There's a lot of and that's why I don't want to recommend stuff like that. Like
it's very specialized.
I wish everyone could read Poon Poon. It's such an important manga to me in terms of like a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in that manga that is great and fantastic.
Poon Poon is devastating.
Poon Poon is fucking brutal. God,
the
every step of the way.
The biggest mistake you can make is reading through Poon Poon hoping for like any kind of closure.
Anything.
Or for anything
is
to
a
get
bad
better.
idea. Don't fucking hope in Poon Poon. It's not the point.
Poon Poon is like urban berserk, but in the feelings only.
And it comes off.
Yeah.
It is. And it comes off.
There's no killing sprees and shit. It's just that it's just the main character is experiencing berserk, and that it just goes worse forever and ever, and it never improves.
The killing is your innocence as you keep reading. There's a lot in Poon Poon, and it comes off. It starts off so good because you are very, very quickly lulled into a sense of security that is pulled out from underneath you, and you just never get your footing again. You just are like, what? Why? I can't. Stop. The stairs keep. There's more stairs. Why am I falling down all these stairs? Like
Poon Poon is one of those solid examples of art where it's incredibly divisive, and everyone's going to have something to say afterwards.
But that's the thing that's why I love Poon Poon is because Poon Poon it's not there to appease people. It's not there to like, profit. It's not there to like toe the line. It's not there to do anything but to say something. And how you interpret the thing that's said to you, that's it. That's the point. That's the whole point of Poon Poon is that you walk away feeling something from Poon Poon. But again, it's not an anime. First of all, it's a manga.
Yeah, it's a
manga. Secondly, there's a lot of anime that are like that in terms of being very
everything.
What? Poon Poon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't
basically every single possible content warning applies.
Yeah. All of them. Another good manga is Girl by the Sea. It's another really good one about adolescence and the struggles and tribulations of being in a society with like distant parents, but also
was Girl by the Sea in your movie recommendations episode?
No, Girl by the Sea is just a manga only.
You want to watch an anime get canceled mid parkour? You can watch Gangsta.
There's so many animes that happens too, though.
He literally like cliffhanger of an episode as he's jumping from building to building and it freeze frames, and then the studio goes bankrupt and the anime's canceled. It's like, oh, okay,
okay, that's a little bit extreme.
I feel bad for you, but it's rough. It's a rough feeling. It's good too. It's a really it comes. Yeah. That's them's the odds. There's a lot. Anime is really big and expansive. I would recommend try to watch like one generic popular series like Death Note or Full Metal Alchemist or whatever have you. Just go on Netflix, look up one and find one that you've probably heard of someone saying in passing. Or you'll find easily if you look on a list of like what anime must I watch before I die. Someone will give you like the most generic shit. Watch one of those. It's a good cornerstone to go like, okay, so this is this is the thing that makes it. Watch one of the ones
that's 50 episodes.
Yeah. Like that's why I say Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist are a great example of these are the things that people say are must watch, but they're not necessarily must watch. Like they don't like Death Note is a great example of how it's great for one half and then utter fucking shit for the next half. And you go, why should people watch this?
The second season is basically
it's a disappointment.
Death Note's one of those rough situations where the dog catches up with the garbage truck.
It's not as bad as Game of Thrones, though.
And then you're like, what do I do with it?
Death Note is definitely ending as bad as Game of Thrones.
No, the Game of Thrones is worse.
No, the ending of Death Note is...
Death Note at least said something.
It's not as bad as Game of Thrones.
The second season of Death Note at least said something. It wasn't a coherent thing to say. But
it said nothing. All it did was like piss all over you for like building up this entire investment in this character and this dynamic, and then it's just like
changed it completely.
And we're just gonna throw it all away now.
If nothing else, you'll know why when we're playing Y2K, Stephanie keeps calling that one keeps calling Rory Mellow.
Oh, Mellow.
Because Rory, who's played by Yuri of Wind, the YouTuber, just looks like Mellow.
Oh, great. Yeah,
I don't remember Mellow.
The only thing,
Mellow's from season 2.
And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a great example, like he said, because it has.
Oh my god, I think I remember him.
Because Brotherhood skips over like a huge chunk at the beginning to try to make it to the parts that weren't in the original series, and so you get this like really garbage intro to a otherwise pretty solid series. And like those are the types of things like because that's what you need to learn about anime is to be disappointed continually because you will constantly be disappointed.
It's so rare that there's the perfect anime in the sense of like it's never going to be perfect obviously, but like where you don't feel that something was missing or that something should have been done better, like, and that you don't need to look past something. You know what I mean?
So for context, like here's a good context: is like I've been watching One Piece since it came out, and I would say that the current arc that it's on right now is the best looking and the most interesting arc that's happened in the past 8 years. And so for 8 years of my life, I've been watching a really boring series personally. And now it's like, oh, good. Now it's back to being interesting. And that's like normal. Naruto does it. Bleach just stopped doing it. They literally just left because they couldn't be more boring than they already were.
That's just the nature of long series, though.
Doctor Who.
But there are some series that are just that disappointing. Sword Art Online just is disappointing out the gate. You open the door and you go, this is so bad. Like you literally you
and
look up to a
like,
mansion.
What if we pretended this was the best anime and then it gets referenced in Ready Player One?
Ready
imagine Player 2. I mean,
Sword Art Online is like looking at a mansion from the outside, opening the door inside, and it's literally just it's filled with shit on the inside.
Apparently, Ready Player 2 just spends like a huge amount of its duration being like, "Wow, this is just like Sword Art Online," over and over again.
So much of it is just like, "Wow, we did it. We like made this fantasy world." It's
like in Sword Art Online.
I mean, Ready Player One is. As far as I understand, I never watched the movie, but it's like Sword Art Online because it's basically the same thing. You live in this virtual world.
It's genuinely hard to say that Ready Player One qualifies as art.
Well, Ready Player One is more of a guy trying to remember all the things he liked about his childhood.
Yeah, from what I heard you talk about and from what I've seen, it's horrible.
It's tough. It's but yeah. So there's I don't know. You got to be careful. There's anime,
but there are. I would say that there are perfect anime. There's some anime that is like for what it's trying to do, it does it flawlessly. But it's super rare, and I don't think it ever happens when it's like multi-season. Maybe the closest you can get is Code Geass, but even Code Geass has some shortcomings.
Like,
and it's 2 seasons.
I don't know. It's tough. It really tough. I think, like, say for instance, Anohana,
Devilman Crybaby is pretty solid.
Devilman Crybaby is solid, but if you compare it to its source material, it is still shaky. Like, it misses a lot of the
Well, its source material is shaky.
That's what I mean, though. It's like, so it's
its
like
source material goes back in time and damsels various female heroes that didn't need to be damseled, and then weirdly apologizes for Hitler.
Oof.
Yeah.
So they rather noticeably cut the entire time travel storyline from Devilman Crybaby when they're modernizing it. It doesn't happen, which it makes sense because none of it mattered.
Yeah,
it's just this weird divergence for the middle third where they go back in time. It's like, what if Joan of Arc was a damsel in distress? And it's like, don't. Like, what if a racist Jewish stereotype picked on Hitler and that's why he was Hitler? No, stop.
I mean,
holy crap!
The age of that manga shows. And it's just, it's really worrying.
That's just the time frame it came out in.
Yeah,
but that's the thing.
It's from an old Japan that was once allied with the Nazis, and it's like, god.
And it depends on what you want. And again, that's the tough thing about anime is like, if you're going in for like, you want to watch Devilman Crybaby and get a 1-to-1, you're not going to get it. And if you want to read Devilman Crybaby because you like Devilman Crybaby the anime on Netflix, you're not going to like it. And like, you have to live in this really like tough balancing
it's just the
act with
adaptation
anime.
question.
Well, yes, but there are 1-to-1 remakes of anime to manga. Like,
yeah, but they can suffer for that too.
And they can suffer for that.
Because different things work on different platforms and all that.
Exactly. And so that's the thing is like, like you can, the best example is looking at the jarring difference between like One Punch Man manga and One Punch Man anime, where you're like, this guy doesn't actually know how to draw, and this is an anime. It's like a real actual full-fledged anime.
A real studio.
Yeah.
Isn't Japan Sinks a thing that keeps getting readapted or something? Isn't that why the new one's called 2020?
Yeah. Well, there's always like I think Japan Sinks is let me check.
Talk about a show where I was like, this is great. And then like 4 episodes in, I lose my mind and it turns into a different show. And I'm like, I'm very frustrated.
Japan Sinks was originally a novel, and I think they had to set it in a modern era because the novel took place in like the past, and they wanted it like, they wanted it current with current technology because I think there was a lot of stuff in the original novel that doesn't carry over to the new age because there's stuff that like there's like plot situations that wouldn't work in modern day context, but you don't want to make the anime.
Did you watch the new anime?
Yeah. I'm halfway through it. So
you already know. You already know that it's what the fucks.
I'm trying not to I'm not trying to spoil it because it's like that's the whole point.
The show's like really gut wrenching and and like it's gripping because you're like, what's gonna happen? How's like the stakes are so high, people could just go out just like that, and then like it just does something else for a while, and you're like, why is this happening? Why did you just become a different show for like 4 episodes? Then it has like,
I'm trying to remember what show that happened to me.
Then it tries to snap back to the original show, and you're like, what?
I think it was Soul Eater. I had that impression with a few episodes on Soul Eaters. Like,
it's even to the point where like an entire new roster of characters are all introduced for the middle arc, and then all promptly leave the show afterwards. And I'm like, what was the point of any of that? Why did you do that?
Yeah, anime has that. I think it happens because it's episodic by nature, just as a genre, and then it's also very tied to the local, the Japanese.
Even that's so weird because it's like it's an adaptation from a finished thing, and everyone knows where it's going from the get-go, and it's a limited series, so there's no plans for like follow-up or anything. So it's super weird when a show gets that disjointed, when it's on that scale, when it's like such a limited run 13 episode open and closed case. You're like, how is this the show that got weird? I get it when Walking Dead season 75 gets like a little strange. We're like, oh yeah, this is the one where they're surfing. But it's like, what the fuck? It's a limited show.
Yeah, that's the thing. Anime will always get like, it's like the Hot Springs episode. There's so many animes with the one Hot Springs episode, or the time they
I don't think I've ever seen a hot spring or beach episode.
Really?
Was it?
I think
it
I've
was,
just never watched any of those anime.
Oh, you skipped those. The anime. Really?
I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen one of the animes that would do that. Yeah.
How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend is really great about it because it is just like a slight harem rom-com, but it saves all of its fan service episodes as OVAs to buy the DVDs.
Oh, they do that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like. And all the OVAs, because they know you're buying it for the fan service episode,
they're super obvious.
The actual like writing in it is really like condescending to you reading it. So like the characters are basically mocking how like, oh, it's really fucking lame to do like panty shots, or it's really fucking lame to like, it's stupid that the characters explain who people are to each other openly. Like that's not a thing people normally do as they're explaining who each character is openly. They're like, yeah, that's good of you to say, lead writer of our project we're working on. It's like, why did you say it? Why did you say that?
Didn't High School of the Dead do a similar thing?
High School of the Dead, no. High School of the Dead's entire thing was just let's be completely perverted the entire way through, and then they saved their OVA episode.
The joke is that people only watch those episodes for that purpose, so they're like re-explaining the context of every character so that people can tell what's happening.
Yeah, so the idea is that they're going through and explaining all of the stuff about the characters, but mocking the plot of. So they're mocking the plot of the actual story by having the characters in the story mocking the plot of the story they're writing, which has the same beats that
they're basically doing the pandering thing that happens anyway, but they're lampshading it.
Yeah, basically.
Which still means they're still just doing it.
Exactly, but I think it's more
exactly
of the idea that,
like ripping off Sword Art Online, but then being like, "Wow, it's like Sword Art Online" in your story.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason they're doing it is because obviously they made the episodes they want to make, and then they're stuck making these other episodes because they have to for the DVD sales, and so they're just making.
I watched my first ever OVA.
Which is probably from Dorohedoro.
Dorohedoro, yeah. And so in the process, I was trying to Google what an OVA was, and every explanation
original video animation
was unhelpful because every explanation is like, yeah, it's like a standalone DVD bonus episode for a show that's normally aired on the air, and I'm like, the show's aired on Netflix and the OVA's on Netflix. like
no. But remember, the show aired on television in Japan.
Yeah, but it's just funny that the entire basis of that kind of episode is that its entire definition is based around the idea that it's a different media delivery mechanism, and I'm like, it's not.
And there's some series that are exclusively OVA as well, and they're considered to be OVA, not TV.
And then the explanation just stops.
I don't remember
any further information about like what it's going for or what an OVA means. So I'm still like, I still don't understand what I'm watching. I just had to just give up and watch it instead of learning what it was going to be like.
Yeah, it's just
an OVA is just an original video animation, and original is in it's not reference to.
I was going to say, like, original doesn't mean anything. It's like the anime was original.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's original because it's not related to the source material that it is attached to. So like Dorohedoro.
You mean to say it's just non-canon?
Yeah, it's non-canon.
It's not necessarily. There's OVA that's canon though.
Yeah, all of Dorohedoro might have been was probably canon in this case.
Well, so in Dorohedoro's case, confusing. It was they were 4 commas, and so there are 4 commas that were in the manga. So they are canon, but they aren't part of the story.
It's so like the part of like whenever I finish a Beastars volume, there's a less well drawn like newspaper comic there's like 4 newspaper comics at the end.
That's an Okama. It's a 4 panel.
They're vertical newspaper comics, like 3 panels.
3 panels are
So it's just like that, but animated.
Yes, that's exactly what the Dorohedoro ones were too.
Yeah, those are always like in Beastars. There's always like a little standalone scene that adds a little color or a little interaction between 2 characters that you don't get to see interact in the main story as much, or something, or in many cases just like trying to give the dogs scenes together because there's a whole series of dog roommates that have this whole dynamic, but they're actually basically never interact in the actual story. But the little end things will show them together, and the back cover of every volume shows them all together in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just another way of
also hyenas aren't dogs.
Anime. They're sort of like dogs.
Well, they're the canine house, but there's a hyena there, and I'm like, that's not a canine. Like they're literally the definition of their whole dorm is that it's the Canaday house. So it's like, okay, they got dogs, they got wolves, there's a coyote, a fennec, and there's a hyena. I'm like, that's not a canine.
A fennec is a fox. Oh, fox are canines as well.
Yeah, foxes are canines. But hyenas are not canines. That always stands out to me. I'm like, hang on a minute, that's not what that is. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, I don't think they're ever going to acknowledge this. I don't know if they don't know, if they just don't want to deal with it because they just wanted a hyena.
Yeah, who doesn't?
They just wanted to have a hyena in their thing. Hyenas are neat.
They are. Their ears are cute.
I've been seeing YouTube keeps recommending me hyena videos because I clicked on a couple of them. And it's really funny seeing a real hyena laugh because it sounds like a stock sound. Like you're like, wow, they really do exactly the sound that they do for fake, like in a movie. That's just what they definitely sound like.
Not like frogs, because frogs are.
It reminds me of when I first encountered what was it? When I first encountered a turkey, like roaming around. We had roaming turkeys where I used to work that would just harass people in the parking lot, and they just make the exact stock sound of a turkey in real life, and I'm like, oh my god, like it literally sounds like somebody's like ringtone went off, and the ringtone was a turkey.
And
gobble.
When they do it all at the same time, it's so surreal because they're so loud.
Yeah,
and they do it all at the same time, and they can just continue because they're talking to each other.
It's just funny when certain things are so consistent that they sound exactly like a stock sound. Because, like, for example, wolves don't sound like their stock sound. Like, wolf howls are fucking hilarious because they're bad at it by stock sound standards. You hear the perfect, like, note perfect, like, dramatic wolf howl in all these horror movies and like campy story things and everything. And then you see like footage of real wolves howling and they're just like screaming. And they're like opening and closing their mouths rapidly, and like they're like children that are just making noise that are just for fun. Like and like one of them, like there's these like wolf conservatory videos where like one of them will be like head back, perfect, elegant howl like it's from a movie, and then the other one just goes like right next to them. They just start like it's like a microphone clipping, like they're just like shrieking. And I'm like, oh, this is why huskies are this way, because I live with a husky.
Yeah, because the
husky just makes noises.
Yeah, for all we know, like huskies are basically wolves. The sound, they're just not particularly well taught. They don't have the. If you put a husky in the middle of wolves, they maybe sound like wolves. I don't know. Probably they made that experience.
Yeah.
Don't they coexist in the northern regions of
huskies and wolves?
Yeah,
maybe. Like the huskies were like reintroduced into the wild, I guess. Like they could probably survive.
Because I know the. I know they
definitely don't naturally coexist because huskies shouldn't exist naturally.
Because I know the sledge huskies they're not normal domestic dogs. They're different not necessarily in their breed, but in the way they act and all that. They're more cattle animals than necessarily.
Yeah,
pets.
They might have something different going on, but I think any husky is to some extent domesticated.
Yeah,
by which I mean they're bred domesticated, not just like they grew up with people. Yeah. There's a whole thing about that. I did a whole paper on that. Like the theory is that one of the ideas is that husky dogs in general like kind of like co-evolved with humanity because there's a evolutionary benefit to being slightly less afraid of humans at times, which is that if you're willing to follow their tribes around and whatnot, then you can get scraps and food and benefits that way. And then like once they got there's an idea that wolves domesticated themselves just by following humans around, because what would happen is that the ones that were more inclined to interact with or get closer to human settlements would then breed with each other, and so they were essentially domesticating themselves on their own. And then once they were sociable enough with humans, then they started actually interacting and getting incorporated into their camps. And it's why it's mean to get mad, like get particularly mad at dogs for like being noisy and barking and things, because it's like that was their like one of their first functions, is that they'd be in a camp and they would like sound the alarm when something weird was happening or something was approaching. So like that's like burned into them early, and that's not getting bred back out.
Yeah.
You say
Huskies are so weird because they freak out about stuff that doesn't even make sense half the time. But then they'll be noisy. They are very noisy animals. Yeah, the first time I interacted with turkeys, though, I went to a farm that had like 5 or 6 of them in a like a little pen, and my dad told me to make the sound of a turkey, and I knew the sound of a turkey because everybody knows. And I made it at them, and they just started making at me immediately. And I was like 7 or 8, and it's a very strong memory for me. Because and they immediately at me.
Yeah,
and
help! I'm being attacked by the funniest bird.
That's why geese are the same way. Where they do make that stupid geese sound. Like,
yeah,
the honk. And if you just scream at them, they're like, oh,
they
don't know what to do. That's like their
yeah.
Well, geese are a lot more like bark than bite. If you stand up to a geese, the geese is like, all right, guys, it's not funny anymore. It's just a prank, bro. And you're like, oh yeah, was it? And you're like, it's
just satire.
Turkeys are too stupid to know not to harass people. Like they will just harass you, and you're like, I'm gonna beat your ass. It's like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna beat your ass now.
The chihuahua of birds.
Yeah,
they also are like pack animals, so they stand in groups if they are harassing you out in the wild. They're dangerous out in the wild, as far as I know.
Geese are never dangerous, except to children. Turkeys are also not dangerous, except to children. Like no bird is a danger to me at all.
I think turkeys can be quite aggressive, like when they're in packs.
Yeah, and guess what? Turkeys are also very delicious, so I have no qualms about killing it and taking it home. Like,
but
this
like
is a bad choice.
While you're killing turkey 1, turkey 2 is coming at you.
What is it going to do? Put a rope around my neck as I'm killing the other turkey? It's their beaks
are really sharp.
Nothing personal, huh?
I've got 2 arms and 2 legs. They better have some really good aim.
They're good. They have their eyes right next to their beak.
And you can just step on them. It's like, well, there goes one.
Chickens will scratch your legs and draw blood. What do you think a huge chicken...
I literally own 4 chickens. I could literally get my fist ready to punch them and they'll run away. Chickens are stupid.
Well, some chickens do that. Others don't.
Geese are the same way. You can walk up... If a goose is harassing you,
there are some chickens that are so big they look photoshopped.
Yes, there are. There are big chickens.
Yes.
But... No, unless it is an actual predator. There are no animals.
Look, isn't it the turkey like the big male turkey that's called a tom? Isn't that what?
I don't know.
They have a special name for the big turkey. I think it is. Yeah, because it's so famous for being the most. It's like the ram in a pack of sheep.
The big old fat turkey.
I think it's a tom. Yeah. Like
that one has even less range. Look how stupidly small its neck is. What's it gonna do?
He'll peck you.
My leg?
Do? Yeah, I mean they're tall. They can peck you in the eyes or something. I don't know.
They're not that tall.
No, but if you're
and they can't
bending
fly.
down to kill.
Bending down, I'm walking on them. I can literally crush them beneath my feet. Like they're birds that can't fly. What are they gonna do? Geese can at least fly away. That's the hard part. Geese, you have to use your hands because they can run from you. Turkeys can't do anything. They're stuck. They're there for life. They'll
show you their
They're not like a buffalo. If you I've seen a buffalo, and buffalo are like, I don't understand anybody who would walk within a 5-mile radius of a buffalo. And
isn't like basically nature's tanks? Buffaloes?
Buffaloes are literally like
tanks, but
missiles.
No tanks.
They're like missiles with wheels. They can just go
with wheels.
Yeah, because when they don't have wheels,
that's only making a missile less threatening.
when they hit you, you explode.
That's how it happens. Because they're so muscular. And they have their head.
You took something that started off being better than wheels, and you added wheels to it. That you've only nerfed the missile.
I guess maybe buffaloes are not to be fucked with. Do not approach them.
Yeah, they're
do
terrifying.
not look at them. Do not wave to them. Just let them fucking.
I've never
be
been next
buffaloes.
to one, but yeah,
buffalo.
There's a lot of them,
and a moose.
There's a lot of them down here in.
Intuitively, you think a moose is like horse shaped, and they're like infinite. When you encounter one, you're like, oh, that's not fair. Why are you this? Why are you that large?
That's why people say they're magical. Because they're enormous.
Yeah, Yellowstone has. There's like as you pull into Yellowstone, they when you go through the gates for the national park, they give you a pamphlet, and on the pamphlet's like big bright green pamphlets that do not fuck with the buffalo. Leave them the fuck alone. If they're in the road, stay in the road. Wait till they leave. It's a buffalo. It has authority.
Yes.
It's like, and I've seen people try to drive around the buffalo because we were in a motorhome, so we didn't have a choice. Like if a buffalo showed up, we have to just stay there because it will just push this motorhome over. And we watch people try to drive around a buffalo, and the buffalo like just goes no and just hits the car off the road. It's like that's it. Yeah. Your car's gone now. And it's like, what? Don't fuck with the buffalo. Leave it alone. And then you see like I've seen videos of people like, I'm gonna go pet a buffalo. Why? Don't do that. What have you done in your life that you need to throw it away? Leave the buffalo alone. It is only there to kill. It does not serve any other purpose. It is a buffalo.
Pet a buffalo. You're acting very poon right now.
It's like going to Africa and messing with a rhino or something.
There's a lot of animals I think.
Except rhinos are chiller.
I believe I can take a lot of animals in a fight. I can't take a buffalo. I have to unless I was a clown doing gymnastics, I can't take a buffalo. There's no way.
I don't jump over it.
Yeah, if I could do like backflips and shit over a buffalo, I may be able to take it, but I can't.
Backflips. But it's only if there's one buffalo. If it's the whole herd,
you cannot penetrate its hide.
That's the thing is like you cannot penetrate its hide, not bare-fisted. And like my rules for fighting animals, you have to do it barehanded. You can't use a weapon. That's unfair. If they don't have a weapon, you don't have a weapon. So I'm not gonna fight a buffalo barehanded because I can't win. I have to punch to death.
Your
Good
honorable
fucking luck.
duel against animals.
Look, I'm going to give them a fair chance. If they're going to come at me with this bravado, I'm going to show them the true bravado. I have all these tools that I've used to be at the top of the food chain. I'm not going to need any of them to murder you. Yeah, I don't need any of that shit to take you on.
I think most animals that are still smaller than humans are in a higher weight class than you are. I think you're going to need those tools.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true.
You weigh like 100 pounds.
I will suplex a tiger. Take
you
it
will
back
not.
And over. I will.
Do you have any idea how heavy a tiger is, or how big they are in reality?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know how big they are. I've seen a tiger.
Because you are falling for the fucking moose, like the moose smith of thinking that they're smaller than they are.
Mooses are harder. Mooses you have to drop or like a low kick. You have to like slide kick around and kick the moose off.
Aren't tigers
slide kick the moose?
You got to slide kick the moose, man.
You will
bounce
bounce off a moose.
Oh yeah, if I run at it, it's like a buffalo.
The moose will be undeterred.
Aren't tigers like even more dangerous than lions?
I've never met a moose, but are mooses really that much of a risk? I see people like
they're dangerous and they're huge.
I've seen videos of someone like walking out of a shed and a moose walks up and they just go back in the shed. And I was like, "Are you scared of a moose? Like, just keep walking. What's it gonna do?"
They're huge.
That thing cuts. The things they have on their heads, those cut. That's how because of how fast they attack you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not trying to run at the moose, but I don't think is the moose like gonna actually aggro on you.
If they decide that they don't like you, you're screwed because they are weird. As far as I understand it, anyway, like animals are weird in general.
We struggle to understand
moose
dogs,
are territorial.
which have gone out of their way to be understandable. You don't want to guess what a moose is thinking.
Moose are territorial, like dogs, basically. Yeah. So if they say, "Oh, that guy has a red hat," I don't like it. I'm gonna murder that guy.
That seems. I don't know.
That sounds like learned behavior.
Yeah, that sounds like learned behavior. Honestly,
that moose has learned about red hats.
All the Republicans going up to Canada to kill the moose.
I think it's all the hunters. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I see a gun owner. Get him.
I'm aware that obviously like bears. You avoid a bear if you see a bear, even if it's one of the baby bears that are cowards and don't do anything. You just kind of like walk away from it. Don't hang out with a bear. But also, you're not supposed to like turn your back to a bear. which is a weird thing.
Yeah,
So to,
I think it's different bears have different strategies.
But that's
as far as I know.
But I get it. It's like, again, it's a predator.
A lot of
moose is
bear
like,
solutions sound like silly wives' tale sort of like myth ideas. The real solution is to not ever be in a room with a bear.
Don't go there.
Here's the pro tip to deal with a bear. The best tip to deal with a bear is to just go to a high place away from the bear and just don't do anything. If the bear thinks you're a threat, then it will attack you. If you lay dead, it's still going to attack you. If you pee on yourself, it's still going to attack you.
And also, black bears are the weirder ones because they like attention. So if you look at them or if you mess with them and shout at them, they're like, "Ooh, this is fun!"
They get curious.
Don't ever pretend that you're
brown
dead.
Bears are the baby bears. If you shout and yell at them, they're like, "Oh, stop! No."
Is that the one? I thought black bears were the baby bears.
Are they? I thought the brown bears were the baby
brown
bears.
bears are massive.
Yeah,
black bears
like the grizzlies.
You sort of just see black bears like wandering around like suburban California sometimes, and they're just like they're like raccoon dogs. Like both.
The thing with black bears is that they're pretty strong. So if you pretend that your dad is trying to make sure that it doesn't hurt you, they'll play with you because and they have maws and they will hurt you.
I was pretty amused when I realized that. When I found out that like bears are surprisingly closely related to dogs, and I'm like, oh, I can actually see it in a lot of ways,
especially on the black bears. Yeah,
there's some behavior. Yeah, black bears. You're like, oh, it's like a big, strong, awkward, curious dog that's just wandering around suburban areas. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Nope. Don't. Especially not the mums. Yeah.
What? I mean,
because the baby bears, like the mums go ahead, and you see the mums first. But she'll be super aggro because the baby bears are around. At least as far as I know from watching videos about bears, basically.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm saying like you just kind of yell at it. If you're not being aggressive, you're not walking towards it. If you're just like walking around and the bear like starts kind of looking at you like get the fuck away, and the bear's like,
not all bears can be yelled at. I think yelling at bears is good because you
just don't have a high enough decibel range because you can get to a point where the bear's like, fucking hell, what is this thing?
Because I think
you're just
like
not
grizzlies
screaming hard enough,
right?
I think grizzlies won't engage unless they're like seriously threatened. And if you just say, "Oh, this is my place" and stuff like that, they'll be like, "Okay, well, I guess that's it." But black bears will be like, "Oh, you want to play?"
I just want to see Andrew's absurd like bear defense training now.
Also, don't climb trees because bears climb trees.
He just starts like shrieking like a bat when he sees a bear.
Not all bears? Oh.
No, grizzlies can't climb trees. They're too fucking fat.
Oh.
So they so again, that's why I say like your best bet like if black bears can climb trees. Well, that's why
they are.
Yeah.
They're the other tanks of nature.
But the that's why I say like black bears can climb trees, but they're also like most of the time unless you're actually aggressive. Like you're going after the babies. You're doing something that's clearly have like purposely made the bear aware that you are a threat. If you go in a tree and you just sit there and don't do anything, the bear's like, all right, did my job. Fuck you, loser. And they walk off. Like they'll need
pee on the tree.
They don't need you. Yeah. Like their entire prerogative, well, a mother bear's entire prerogative is to get you the fuck away from the baby bears. And if you're in a tree and you won't come down, it's like, I did my job. My cubs are safe and you're a loser. And they just walk off, and you're like, "Well, shit, I did it." And that's
this
fine.
Is not a wildlife survival advice podcast.
No, yeah, we're just
dear Lord, don't take anything that Andrew says as advice.
Or at least
best don't
bet,
blame me when you do.
If you want to survive a bear encounter, climb the tallest tree you can find and get a gliding suit and jump off and just glide the fuck away.
Because that's keep the best. Gliding suit on top of your tree in case a bear shows up.
100% most effective method to get away from a bear because bears can't fly.
That you know
Checkmate, bears.
Don't they give you pamphlets when you go like to trails where there's bears? They tell you about what kind of bears you're supposed to find.
If you're going, usually if you're going,
the pamphlet has a cyanide capsule for you to take when you see the bear because it's over.
Look at how mad the bear looks. If it looks very mad,
it's been a nice life. Farewell.
Yeah.
If all else fails, just grab sticks, slam them together, and go out like a caveman.
On this stupid note, this has been Dialog Choices podcast. If you want to ask an anime question that somehow turns into a bear question, you can send it to dialogchoicespodcast@gmail.com. Right? That's the one.
Yes,
I believe you.
Dialog Choices
Dialog
podcast.
Choices podcast gmail.com. Blah blah blah. And you can check the link in the description to get these on SoundCloud or your favorite podcast thing if you search the right terms or whatever.
Because Keith does it very well.
I'm gonna have to add a warning to this one that says, "Hey, I uploaded this as like a token upload to SoundCloud, but you really shouldn't watch it on SoundCloud because this is definitely our first video podcast."
Well,
but yeah, thanks for watching that, guys, and I'll see you next time.
All right.
We also
goodbye.
will see you next time. Bye bye.
Maybe.
Oh.
You just said I'll see you next time. It's like this is our episode, and Bird.
I also won't see them.
That's also true. That's true. They won't see us either. So
this is a one-way relationship that I'm implying.
It's a zero-way relationship.
To
they don't
manipulate them in a parasocial way so that they give me money.
They're our friends, though. They're our friends, and.